nigga, no bitching. Yeah, they see the cops, they bitching.
You said you wanna leave, okay, sorry. But whatever floats your boat. I've been up till 6 in the morning, trying to get mine for sure. I know little shawty be on it. You know I pull up doing the most. I've been in here geeking up honestly, trying to crack the code. Hey, Jack, let's make this a nightcap. Hey, Jack, I'ma let you go right back. When you move in my hand, when your waist at, I wanna taste that. Baby, call me up ASAP. Whenever she's gone and I'm all alone, I'll be rolling, rolling, rolling. I pop 2 for the flight, but I won't be there till morning. So tell me how I was wrong. Whatever he was, I said I was sorry. So I hope you move it on. I know what you see when you enter the party. I'm a rolling stone. Here we go, it's labels. Feeling the joy of my life. Sailing mad, I'm feeling nice. Hell yeah. Got this one in my sights. Sailing, sailing. All inside your love and I'm home. Got a happy body, every happy body. Don't say nothing, I know. Hypnotize me, we flying through our dreams now. It's easy, you love and please me. It's times I think about it, get lost when in your eyes. We're in the city, let's don't think about it. Coming close, you safe, alright. Here we are, we live our lives. Say you don't wanna let me go. You done fell for a rolling stone, baby. Hey, Jack, let's make this a night, yeah. Hey, Jack, over there to go right back. When you move in my hand, when your waist at, I wanna taste that. Baby, call me up ASAP. Whenever she's gone and I'm all alone, I'll be
Let's see what's on.
Hello.
Turn me up.
Big
turn me
back,
up.
big
turn me
Rex
up.
on that same shit.
Yeah.
Broke boy, spit this
Aight,
$1 on that
aight,
lane, bitch.
aight,
100 in a beamer,
Yeah.
curse swerving in
Hold
my
on, hold on.
lane, bitch.
Tell me,
Javachi on my collar, sipping Henny, I can't stand it.
I'm a Bella,
Go.
same way I own the mill. Cook that shit he tried to sell us. You can pick up
Yeah,
grand in
yeah,
the re-up.
yeah,
It's Suburbans, came in 6 levels up. Come on,
yeah.
slapping their ass. Let's get it. We live. Come on, man. Let's talk hype. I'm trying to talk about cinema, theater, movies, film. Come on,
Viral.
what we on
Zuby.
tonight? Who we got? Who we got tonight? We got Wonton trying to get us copyrighted.
Why
We
is
in here
Tyrek?
tonight,
Why is
baby.
Tyrek server muted?
No, he was echoing. I was trying to see if it was him.
Let's go.
So let me
Turn
start
me
by
up.
saying
Turn me up.
this.
Turn me up.
Let me start by saying this. People
Lord,
asking why
bullshit.
we streaming? Why is the stream so late? Why is the stream so late? You know why, guys? You know why, guys? It's in the skin tone.
Because our
It's in the skin tone.
nigga
Okay,
Ronnie.
it's what come with the territory. It's in the skin tone. Okay, you tell people one
What?
time. They add 2 more hours. Okay, that's just what it is. So don't be mad at us. We live. We here. And we got some
I wasn't
topics.
late one time.
That's true. Sun
Who
God
was
was
that?
on time.
Who the fuck
Sun
was
God was
that?
on.
Who
Matter
the
of fact,
fuck was that?
matter of fact,
Oh, Jack.
not only was Sun God on time,
Oh,
he came
shit,
2
yeah.
days early. Okay, he was ready. He came 2 days early. He got his notes. He on time. So,
Yeah.
But this nigga talking about Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna talk about the top.
Nigga
Yeah,
can't
turn
2
me up.
days ready to talk about Ninja Turtles. You a grown ass
Yeah,
man.
bro.
All right. So
Go ahead.
my mic good. My mic good.
So we got
I'm on my
2
phone.
man childs in the chat today. Okay.
yeah,
Who the
everybody
man
in the
children?
chat, everybody in
Okay.
chat, tell us how the mic sound and the volumes and everything. I could fix it if it's bad. Let us know.
Hey man, look at this man. So,
Yeah.
we going through hell and high water to get this episode out. We got niggas traveling. We got niggas on
Yeah.
their couch. We got niggas on earbuds. We doing whatever we can do to get y'all this motherfucking
Nah, I'm not on
content.
earbuds
Get
anymore.
it?
But you know, I hope y'all
Oh, you
got
not on
y'all
earbuds?
lollipops ready, your popsicles, your bag of chips, your Kool-Aid jammers. Nigga, cause
Lollipops.
we going kitty this week. We got
I got me a
man
cherry
child
Coke.
Jack here. We got the
Oh,
other man child
man.
Sun Guy here. it's about to be Disney World in this bitch.
It's about
So
to
you
be
know,
an
we about to.
You scared of scary
You
movies,
Mickey,
bro. Shut
you
up,
Mickey
bro.
Mouse
Shut
then?
up.
No, I'm actually a Transformer. So
Whoa,
yeah.
pause.
Well, no,
Hey,
wait,
yo.
pause. I'm Optimus Prime. I'm Optimus Prime.
You said he's
Hey,
Transformer.
y'all,
Hey,
y'all.
yo.
Hey, Miss
I
Pat,
didn't mean it like that.
Hey,
Redpeg,
yo.
Yeah.
Redpeg didn't want to see talk to me just because he's scared of the dark, bro. I promise you.
Nah,
Hey,
I
man.
shared a bed with Redpeg. He didn't ask for a nightlight or nothing. He was good. He was good.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, I just want to say
See.
this before we start. We definitely going this podcast, we definitely are gonna run some shit by y'all the viewers. So in the comment section, we're gonna get into this later on. We need y'all input on a few things, right? We're not trying to feel stagnant. We're trying to make sure we grow in the show in a way that not only is fun for us to do, but so that y'all not getting the same content. You dig? We're not trying to be on a what movies y'all see this week, talk about the movies for 8 hours and then go to sleep type shit, right? We're trying to have more invigorating convos, more debates, and some guests. I know a few of y'all really liked when our goddamn, his name is evading me, the Transformers aficionado. Who was that?
B. Arsenal, the legend? Yeah.
B. Arsenal. I don't know why the name Century was at the top of my head. B. Arsenal, right. When he came in, we had a few people say they really liked somebody that's really in depth on certain topics, but we don't get into all that, Wonton, if you want us to do the intros and whatnot.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You're go ahead and start it off.
All right, bet. You know what time it is? This is Don Tolliver's size 42 jeans. We in here tonight, man. I'm excited. Nigga been working all day. I've been looking forward to this movie guys episode. To quote my man Kid Smooth, if you're on the East Coast, good morning. If you're on the West Coast, good night. If you're in the middle of America, nice to meet you as well. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Shoot.
Alex, are the jeans cuffed?
I have on booty shorts right now, nigga. But you know what's crazy? I'm in the Arizona heat, nigga. It was 90 degrees at 7 in the morning. I'm on the top of roofs. I'm on the top of roofs, playing around, opening units and shit. I'm sitting there turning off power disconnects. I could die in this bitch. I'm out there with Wrangler jeans on, steel toe boots up to my kneecap, a long sleeve t-shirt that's fire rated, just in case I catch on fire. I got a shirt that's gonna help me out. A ball cap hat with a hard hat in it. Nigga is hot. Like I am burning up in this bitch. So to me, this nice air conditioned king size bed feels good, bro. Like I'm excited. I'm just happy to be in, bro. I'm happy to be able to look at my feet and not see a big ass steel toe at the end of it, bro. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
And Tyrek, go ahead and get your intro, man.
I'm wearing lug boots, and that's about it.
You wearing lug boots
You
in the
wearing
house
lug
right
boots?
now?
Hey, like 10 at night. What the heck?
I'm not just fucking around. What up?
Oh,
No, I had to follow that 42-inch jean shit that Alex fucking.
Yo, I
started.
didn't know where he was going with that. Hold on.
For real, he said 43. So I'm like, hold on.
Let me just tell y'all, I got a sad announcement to make regarding Tyrek.
What?
He is no longer a Sony pony. He is officially a PC terrorist. He was a regular terrorist. Now he's a PC terrorist. He's upgraded. He's got promoted. So yeah, very sad news. We lost a soldier. We lost a valuable asset for the ponies, man. Yeah.
Nigga, you have a PC too. What are you talking about?
I don't play PC games, nigga.
Yeah, you do.
I play console games on this bitch.
I feel like a
Fire.
But yeah. Good podcast coming up.
All right. We got my boy Redpeg. What's going on, Redpeg?
Yeah, greetings, salutations, everybody. I'm in the bed. Only drawers on.
All right.
Print looking nice.
Hold on.
Robe on.
Hold on.
Ready to talk about some good movies. You dig?
Shoot.
And, I'm really the only true movie guy in here because I see the most movies out of anybody.
Now where the hell you say that? Hey, this nigga went and watched that mermaid movie. What was that mermaid movie?
He see anything
What
with a fucking
movie? What the hell?
Nah. Just because you see more.
My bad. If it don't got awards in it, if it's not a superhero movie or Oscar worthy, one time.
You like Transformers?
I see it all. I see it all. I see the Oscar
You like
movies.
dude.
I see the superhero movies. I see the animated movies. I see it all. You heard me? I see a scary movie here and there.
You skip half the movies that come out. All right. Anyway.
No, I don't. What the hell?
Hey, hold on. How come when everybody posted they talk to me ticket stuff, you ain't post yours?
I
was
didn't wanna
scared, bro.
see
He
it.
was
I don't-
scared.
this-
Nah,
this
you
is
was
the movie.
scared.
This is the no. This is the movie I chose to skip, just like you chose Transformers.
Who skipped Transformers?
No, I'm talking about Wonton. Wonton skipped a lot of shit.
Yeah, I don't watch booty butt. Nah, I don't do that.
What else you skipped? You skipped a couple. You skipping Gran Turismo. We gonna talk about that later. What else you skipped? You skipped a couple movies this year.
If I
You don't
skipped it, it was
watch
for a
good
good
movies.
reason.
I'm skipping those for a really good reason, bro. I'm not trying to watch whatever.
I wish I would have skipped Oppenheimer, nigga.
Okay.
All right, Joe. Y'all gotta excuse Redpeg.
Nigga, I wish I was. Nigga, what?
He got a beef Frank in him and an icy. He's wired right now. So
What the fuck? Okay.
But yeah, we do have two guests today, y'all. Two guests, two great guests to talk about a couple of movies. Let's go ahead and start with my boy. It's a newcomer, y'all. We got Sun God in here. What's going on, Sun God?
What's good, man? Sun God switching the builder, man. Coming in here to talk about that. Talking about that turtles and that fucking talk to me, man. You know Redpeg be hating, but he a bitch anyway. So anyway, let's keep it going.
Man child number one. We got man child number one.
You know what's so funny about Sun God?
Let's go.
Redpeg. Redpeg is like Sun God evil twin. That's really what it is.
That's
really what it is.
I have a better hairline.
He like the dark side of Sun God. This shit is crazy.
The
dark side.
No, I'm the dark side, nigga.
Nah,
yeah,
Sun
you
God,
the dark side.
Well, we gonna
These
see.
niggas having a cute off, man. Next intro, man.
Yeah, shut up. Hey, we got Jack.
Oh, we got the leading, the man child leader. Introduce yourself.
Man, it's 10:40 Central Time, man. Hey, man.
Oh yeah, it's past his bedtime.
This
By the way.
podcast is a goddamn shambles already, bro. This is crazy. One time, what's going on? How y'all
That's the man. This nigga from Weapon Wheel.
How
Like
we in
this?
shambles? What you
We
mean?
killing Weapon Wheel.
I feel like it's in
talk
shambles already, man. I don't know, man.
Nigga, are you describing your diet? Like, what are you talking about?
This dick print and all this.
My bad.
Man, fuck. Anyway,
Tell us the black man can't wear robes.
How y'all doing, bro?
Right.
Oh,
The
okay,
hell,
man.
man.
Good, man,
What you got on right? Hey Jack. What you got on right now?
What?
Clothes? What the fuck? Yo, brother, man, it's about to be 11 o'clock.
What you got on? Come on.
I got on drawers.
Okay, what you got on? So what you got on?
A Fitbit, motherfucker. What do you want? What do you want?
Why you got a shirt on,
Fitbit
nigga?
on
You a grown ass man. Why you got a shirt on?
Why you got a shirt on? It's crazy.
Why do I have a shirt on? What the fuck? Yo.
You a grown ass man, nigga.
This nigga got a
We
Fitbit
is
on.
men. Me and Alex, one time we don't got no shirt on right now.
You know what's crazy?
I can't wear a watch.
Hey, bro. Can I show y'all something real quick, man?
No, why is you in the bed wearing a watch?
Can I show y'all something real quick, man?
Y'all got some weird rules.
I need y'all to check. I need y'all to check the general chat. Guess what shirt I got on right now?
Oh shit, he got the logo.
Yeah.
My black
I got the movie. I got the movie guys merch on my body right now. On my chest, nigga. I'm representing. Come on now. I'm really playing a role.
Might have to get that tatted.
Hey, you see what I did? I'm really playing a role. A movie guy playing a role. Hey, you ever heard of the Jiggy League? Come on now. Come on now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Did everybody introduce themselves? Did we get?
Yeah, everybody introduced.
Tyrek
went. Let me just introduce real quick. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, y'all. A couple of us saw Talk to Me, new horror movie out. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's really, really good. I want to go ahead and get that out the way. Let's talk about that. I know Alex saw it. I know Sun God saw it. Real quick, let's let Sun God go first. Sun God, what did you think about Talk to Me?
Man, I can't fake. I thought it was really good. It was kind of confusing a little bit, just understanding like how the purgatory world, like.
I got a question.
Yeah, yes, sir. What's up?
Can we get a quick synopsis of Talk to Me? I don't know what that movie's about.
Okay, all right. So, do you want to give it one, or you want me to do it?
I can do it real quick. I can do it.
Go ahead.
All right.
Talk to Me essentially is it's not a traditional horror movie, but essentially you have a girl, her mother passed, and they have this hand where they said, the rumor was that it was a hand that was molded, like it's an actual dead hand inside the casting. But essentially you hold the hand and you see a dead person. You say, "Talk to me," and you see a dead person in front of you. As long as you hold the hand, you're looking at them, right? And if you say, "I let you in," they take over your body. As long as you're holding the hand, right? So what they'll do, a bunch of people get together, and she'll shake the hand. They'll tie you to the chair, right? That way you can just get up and run around, because you'll be freaked out. So you touch it, you're like, "Oh shit!" And then you look at it and you realize that you seeing this because nobody believes it or whatever. And then they say, "All right, now say I let you in." They let you in, and then you get control. And the whole part of it is that everyone's joking and laughing. The spirit is happy to be like in a physical body again. So it's like doing silly shit, or they might be sad spirits where it's like, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. Or it could be like on some they telling jokes, or they crazy, demonic. But the reason why the people really like to do it, they kind of get hooked on it. Like once there are a few scenes in this movie where they do it once or twice, and then we got 5 minutes of everybody laughing and joking because they say it's like a euphoria. Because like they essentially are taking a passenger seat on their body and be letting something, I guess the feeling they get of letting something else take control, and they're just watching themselves in a certain way, it gives them like this high. So they get addicted to it. That's essentially the premise of Talk to Me. That's what that hand does, right? And I can't say too much because it'll spoil it. What we will do, we'll say spoiler alert or whatever, and we'll put this in the timestamp for the people that catch this tomorrow and the day after. But I can't say too much because it'll give away the plot line. But that's essentially what it is. These people literally connecting with the dead by grabbing a hand, and they say, "Possess me," type shit. You know. And you can imagine what a horror movie does when you're literally letting shit possess you. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, and that's kind of what I liked about the movie too. First of all, I want to say the acting was really great. I liked it. I was expecting to like this movie just because it was an A24 movie. I usually like everything that A24 does. Beef was good. Fucking Uncut Gems movie was good. There's a lot of movies that there's a lot of movies
Can
that
I ask you something about that?
What's good?
You an A24 fan, right?
Yeah.
Now, for the longest time, I wasn't realizing that A24 isn't a team of writers and whatever and directors. It's a producing house, right?
Right.
Or a production house. So for the longest time, I was thinking A24 is a select team of writers. You see what I'm saying? So my first A24 films, I was watching shit like Hereditary, Midsommar. That was when I realized A24 is the brand that I'm looking at. So I accidentally placed A24 as Ari Aster films, or my bad, I said that backwards. Ari Aster films, to me, that was what A24's brand was, right? So do y'all feel like there's an actual way that they shoot that's A24, or do y'all feel like it's certain topics? Because the more I see A24 movies, I'm realizing, oh, they're selecting movies to put money behind and greenlight, but like,
I'll
what
give
is
you
the
a good
real
example.
theme y'all seeing with their movies? Because to me, Ari Aster is A24 in my
I'll
opinion.
give you a good
like
example
that
of
nigga
it.
put them on the map to me.
So the way they do it, right? A lot of the people who make these movies, these directors and these writers, they make the movie first, and then based on the movie, they say, I think A24 would be a good fit for this movie based on the previous movies that they've released. But A24 does not always release those kind of movies. There are other production houses that release similar movies. For example, Infinity Pool. If you watch that movie, you would think this is A24 movie, but it's not. It's Neon, which is another production company. It's called Neon.
Really?
They release similar movies. Matter of fact, Neon I think also released that movie that you watched called what's the name of that fucking movie? It's the one where the Possessor and the other one, the one with the body horror where the nigga had like ears on his body and shit. I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden.
Yeah, apparently that
Future.
new Travis
Crimes of the
Scott.
Future.
Apparently that new
Yes.
Travis Scott movie is an A24 movie.
So it really, so maybe that is what it is. It's like conceptual.
It's just a
shit
certain
that kinda
style.
fits
It's
in
a
the
certain
realm.
style of
Yeah.
movie, and that A24 is known for. So a lot of directors will
Okay.
seek them out based on that.
Okay. Go ahead, Sunga. I was just wondering if y'all like felt that there was an actual theme amongst they shit, or we expect A24 to greenlit weird ass movies. You see what I'm saying? Was Bo's Afraid an A24 movie?
Yeah, it was. Ari Aster has a deal with them. I'm
Wow.
pretty sure. So all his movies are going to be with them for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Okay, bet. Go ahead, Sunga.
I got you. Yeah, but to answer your question, yeah, I do think it's kind of like the certain way they shoot their shots. But that was another thing that I like about this movie too. The shots were fucking amazing. Like the first possession scene when they just like go above her head, like and shit. That shit was incredible. I liked it. This movie was very disturbing though. Like it was. Like it had a lot of like even the sound effects, like when they were like getting possessed, you could just like hear gurgling and like it sounded like stomach acid was moving inside their body. Like it was really disgusting. And like I don't want to get into some spoilers, but there's like a lot of scenes that you're gonna like want to look away from. There's a lot of scenes that you just like, nah, I can't. And There's not a lot of movies that can do that to me, man, and this one got me. So, other than that though, I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, A24, they do their thing, but man, this was like piece of the cat. I'm gonna have to give it a 10. I'm gonna have to give it a 10, man.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, like I liked it that much. I liked it.
Now let me ask you, son guy, you giving it a 10? How do you rank it amongst the other horror movies we've gotten so far? You know, Scream came out, Evil Dead came out this year.
And like, and here's the thing, because I saw Insidious would definitely be on the bottom of my ranking scale, because like after the first one, they have never made a better movie. It never even came close to beating that first one. And I didn't see Scream 6, unfortunately. I do have Paramount Plus to stream it.
You gotta watch that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get on top of it first, but like I say, it goes above everything.
Did you see Evil Dead?
No, I haven't seen Evil Dead.
You gotta get on that. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
HBO Max 555.
Oh, HBO Max. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get on that soon as we get off this shit.
Evil Dead is fire. Redpeg be hating, but that movie's fire.
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool.
That movie was fire about it. You seen one Evil Dead? You seen them all, nigga? What the hell?
This nigga.
Nah.
Let's not get on to that. But yeah, I think it's a 10. I didn't want to talk too much about it. I'll let y'all have it now.
All right, cool. Let me go ahead and get my thoughts real quick, and I'll let Alex close it out.
Bet.
What I'll say about Talk to Me, the movie surprised me. You know, weeks up until release, it was getting crazy hype. People saying, like, early reviews was saying this is the creepiest movie or the best horror movie they've seen since Hereditary, which to me is big praise, because Hereditary is one of the best horror movies that I've watched in the last 10 years, personally.
Top 5 for me. Yeah.
So they were saying stuff like that. Then they were saying it was the highest rated horror movie of the year. Then the reviews actually came out, like Rotten Tomatoes, that was high as hell. So it had a lot of hype going into it. Mind you, the people that made these movies, or this movie, they're first time directors. It's a duo. I forget their name, but they have a YouTube channel. That's what they're known for. They're known for making like YouTube prank videos and like YouTube like horror shorts and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Raka.
Yeah, and they transitioned into making a movie. So to me, that's fire. First of all, like that they made that leap, and their first attempt is something on this scale and this quality is pretty crazy. The movie is fire. Alex definitely gave a good synopsis as far as you know, what's going on, how they set up the movie, how they explain how the hand works. Just bouncing off of that, one of the things that jumped out to me watching this movie, the special effects, like the practical effects and the makeup, is some of the best I've seen in a horror movie like in a long time. Like there's scenes in this movie where you see like dead people or people who get injured, and the makeup looks realistic as fuck. Like I'm talking about, like you would think this shit is real life the way it looks.
They look like sea monsters, honestly.
Yeah, they did.
I know which one you're talking about.
They did an amazing job with the makeup and the practical effects on this movie. The other thing, you would think comparing it to Hereditary would be like a bad thing, because it kind of, you would think it might set it up for failure or too high of expectations, but it's actually a really good comparison. In my opinion, this movie, to me, it wasn't as creepy to me as Hereditary, because Hereditary, I don't know why, for some reason, I can't explain it. For some reason, when I watched Hereditary, the shit creeped me the fuck out the whole way through. Like I was like, my skin was crawling. I didn't get that feeling with this movie. Go ahead.
None of us expected that from Hereditary. I think that's what it is. Like when
it threw me
everyone
off.
watched Hereditary, we didn't expect whatever the fuck we was given at all.
Also, you got to realize, Alex, before Hereditary, I had never seen no horror movie like that. Like, all the horror movies I had seen was like, you know, your typical horror movies. You know, that shit was like on some new level shit that I had never seen.
It was creepy as fuck.
It threw me off for sure. But that's not a bad thing to me. Me saying that it wasn't as creepy as Hereditary, it's just something that I noted in my mind. Like, but the movie is definitely still creepy. Definitely has some, you know, genuinely scary moments. But one of the things that I love about the movie, aside from the effects, the acting is really good. The main actress, I even looked her up after this movie to see like what else she had been in. She hasn't really been in much. She's mostly done like Australian and British TV shows and movies. So when it comes to like Hollywood, she's pretty much a newcomer, and I thought she was really, really good. You know, she had a lot of good performances. You got to see a lot of different range for her as far as the acting goes. The story in this movie is very, very cool. Very, very cool how they set up the story. I don't want to say too much, but I don't know. Just that's why I'm so like the biggest thing that jumped out to me was the fact that this is somebody's first time making a movie, because it didn't feel like that. It felt
Yeah.
like they had. Now maybe that's because they had experience with the YouTube stuff, but like for this to be your first movie, this was great. Like this is better than some people's third, fourth movie. You know, so yeah, really good. One thing I will say, there are some scenes in this movie that do kind of give me that Hereditary feel, where it's like really, really creepy, but they didn't last that long. That's my only complaint, if you want to call it a complaint, is they go far in this movie as far as like the gore and the creep factor. But part
I know
of me
the
wanted,
exact scene you're talking about.
part of me
The
wanted
little
them
she
to,
was in the corner.
yes, bro. Part of me wanted them to push it a little bit farther though, with the I don't know. Part of me wanted them to go a little bit deeper. There's a scene that y'all, Alex and Sun Guy, will know what I'm talking about. There's a scene where she's in the hospital and she's talking to one of the ghosts, and one of the ghosts gives her a vision, and it's a very like short scene.
Fuck, I forgot about
Bro,
that.
when that scene came on, I was like, oh
Ooh,
shit!
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's the type of shit I want to see. Like as fucked up as it is, I want to see that shit. Like I need to see that. So that being said, I don't want to spoil the movie just because it's still in theaters. I really want everybody to go see it if you haven't gone see it already. But yeah, Alex, you want to go ahead and well, before I let Alex go, I will say as far as a rating, this is tough. This movie, to me, in my opinion, is probably the best horror movie of the year. I would say Scream 6. I would say Scream 6 is second. This movie is probably the best horror movie of the year.
Fam, I do not count Scream 6 as a scary movie. Like, I know that might be blasphemous. I
feel you. I don't blame you. I
see that as like a.
That's a slasher.
Yeah, and I know slasher is technically horror, but that movie is not scary. Like it seems like it's more so a thriller. Like I don't know that I hate that we keep saying it's a scary movie when its whole purpose is to be a ironic scary movie. I don't know, man.
I get what you're saying. What I will say
It's
is
not a scary movie.
Last year, my favorite horror movie was Barbarian. This year is Talk to Me. So.
Ooh, okay. When it comes to horror or just in general?
Yeah, horror. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go ahead.
I ain't gonna spoil nothing. I'm gonna just kind of build on what they said. Talk to Me. I love the way to build on that special effects thing. The way they depicted like the takeover, they had the black eyes. I don't know if y'all ever listened to this album. Y'all listen to Hobson, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
He had a nigga on Funk Volume called Swizz, and Swizz used to wear these black eyeball contacts, and that shit used to creep me the fuck out. And I haven't seen a movie in a minute just do the simple black eyes or whatever. I fucked with that look. It's like super dilated look.
Yeah.
The rotten skin. As soon as they were taking over, they lips got green and purple. It was like this rotten flesh around the nose, the mouth, the eyes. It was real subtle, but it was really good. There were scenes where, I'm not gonna, I don't want to say too much, but basically somebody was hurting themselves, and nigga, it was pus, swollen eye, cracked skull. Like he was doing shit that I was in the crowd going, ugh. I was like,
I thought that motherfucker was gone.
Bro, this movie makes you uncomfortable, and that's what I love about horror movies. It doesn't always have to be loud noise jump scare. It doesn't have to be, oh, there's the protagonist is on the left side of the screen. There's a big open space to the right. Obviously, there's going to be a jump scare on the right of him. We just waiting for the music cue. This movie just makes you uncomfortable, and I love that. The protagonist, great job acting. I fucking hated her character. Halfway through the movie, I was like, I can't stand this bitch. Like the stuff that she was doing in this movie, I got the same feeling like when we watch Marvel movies and the little kid keep doing dumb shit, and that's the reason why the world ended, because he don't know how to sit his ass down.
Yeah.
That's what I feel about this protagonist. She would do shit, and I'm just like, you dumbass, like stop moving, like stop doing shit.
I something to add on that in the spoiler talk, but keep on.
Okay, but good actress though. And my last point, I want to say about the story, like as a film in itself, this movie, I wouldn't rank it next to the Insidious. I wouldn't rank it next to Evil Dead. Those are our traditional horror movies, right? I would put this movie alongside Barbarian and It Follows. If y'all
Okay.
saw those two movies, yeah, they're scary movies, you know, on a general sense by the poster. But the feeling that I got was more like those. It's creepy. The same feeling I got when I watched It, when they not even the original, but the one when they redid it or
Oh
whatever, part
yeah,
one.
fire.
That feeling where it was like, okay, as a grown man, you know, this shit is like, oh, jump scare, but it was like unnerving shit. And for this to be their first movie, I am ecstatic. If they stay in this genre, I cannot wait to see what their next film is.
Oh,
Because if
Alex,
this is how
you didn't see they announced it's a sequel to Talk to Me coming.
wow, well,
They
yeah, and the
just
way the
announced it
movie
the other
ended,
day.
I can see
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
Well, look, bro. The way they did this movie, they came out swinging. And when I hear shit like scariest movie I've ever seen since The Fucking Ring or The Grudge or the makers of The Exorcist, I'm like, shut the ass. I'll see it when I see it, nigga. I know payola when I see it. This was a good movie, bro. And we're gonna talk about later about our rating system. I might give this the first movie guy certified rating. Get it? I might give it the first movie guy certified stamp.
Surprisingly
This movie
good.
is a this surprisingly lit. This movie is a 8 chopped milkshakes out of 10. The only two, the reason why I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is because as much as I'm giving it praise for being creepy and unnerving,
Mhm.
there were scenes where I was like, damn, they could have made, like, I saw the potential of how creepier they could make certain scenes.
That's how I felt, right? Yes.
Yeah, it was like certain shit. I was just like, because you know, we watch a lot of scary movies. And I'm like, ooh, if they would have did this, nigga, oh my god, this would have been a
That's
scene
why
we talked about for the next
I
year.
need them to go crazy. I need them to go
Man,
crazy on
what?
the second one.
You feel me? It's
Like
like
make me want to leave the theater type shit. I need that.
They
yeah,
making a sequel?
it's like they
Yeah.
jumped up and was about to do a windmill dunk, but instead they did a finger roll. Like they got up there, but they ended with a finger roll on a few of those scary parts, right? But yeah, man, great movie, bro. Great movie. I'm so happy I saw it.
Yeah, I think I do think that is a good criticism on, like, you feel like they could have gone harder. But honestly, I thought it was kind of, I wouldn't say it was perfect, but I thought it was good the way that they did do it. They didn't give you too much, but they didn't give you, like, you know,
Nothing
a
fell out of
whole lot.
place.
Right, exactly.
I think if I had to give it a number score, I'd probably say a cool 8.5. I'd probably say a cool 8.5.
Yeah, like 8 out of 10 feel good. It feels good.
You didn't want to give it a 9. You didn't want to give it a 9, bro.
Balls.
I can't do no 9. I can't do no 9, man. Hereditary might be a 9 or a 10 for me. So and to me, I like that movie more than Talk to Me. So that's why.
A 9 would have been something where I genuinely was like creeped, like scared. Like when I was like, oh fuck, like I don't even want to, you know.
Yeah,
that would have given it a 9 out of 10. This was like I said, Barbarian. Like Barbarian wasn't scary, but it was like, oh, what the fuck? This is
Barbarian
creepy.
was
You know
8.
what I
It was
mean?
8
Like,
to me. It was 8 to me.
Yeah, me too.
See,
I think
like,
I gave it something.
The reason I gave this a 10 just because, like, I didn't, like, I feel like how y'all did. I didn't feel like this was like a very scary movie. Like I saw this in the theater by my fucking self, so I was just like, I was able to like stay in the theater. But the way that they did those unnerving scenes, like, I'd never just sit right there and just like try to close my eyes while watching a movie, and like that was powerful for me. No movies don't really do that for me. So
yeah, I feel you.
I gotta keep that 10.
The only time I didn't close my eyes watching movies when they did a close up on Sarah J's face. Then I was like, oh shit, hold on. I had to close my eyes for a little bit. But hello, Jack. You not going to see Talk to Me?
Jackson,
I don't know. My sister's sick, so I don't know.
Damn, man.
But you'd be down to see the scary movie, right? Like you're not one of them that don't do scary movies. You watch.
I want to see it, but I ain't got nobody to go see it with.
Ooh, hold on, I might have to drive to Memphis, and we might have to go see it, man.
Hold up.
I'm gonna have to go see it, man.
He gonna grab your leg when he gets scared.
He gonna be grabbing a hot dog. Never mind.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
That's fine though. So yeah, if you haven't seen Talk to Me, what'd you say?
I was about to say, what's the next movie that's on the docket for today?
Well, we got Man, y'all know what it is, man. We got TMNT, man. Mutant Mayhem, dog.
Oh,
What's going on, man?
yeah.
Mutant Mayhem, dog. One of the biggest animated movies of the year. Shout out to all the animated movies dropping this shit that flopped. This ain't one of them. So,
you know what's crazy that you say that?
Dog.
Apparently,
Redpeg. The budget
even
was
though it had
70 million. They already made 50. They doing good, brother. They doing good. The movie just came out.
Apparently, Elemental, they had a terrible first week. Apparently, worldwide, that shit has made 400 million.
Yes,
I gotta go make sure that number is right. But that's
had a
fucking crazy
baby.
for them to silently just make 400 million, nigga. Ain't nobody talking about it.
Niggas ain't trying to love that movie, huh?
That's no. It's because they released the movie in a busy season.
I think what it was worldwide. You know, worldwide they just eat up anything animated, bro. It don't matter.
Yeah, that they did that Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
That's not true. Cause DreamWorks released a movie, that little Sea Monster movie, and nobody had seen that shit, and that shit was a.
Bro, that's because the animation is fucking trash. We talked about that. You can't keep having the same animation.
In the story,
but you said they eat up animation, nigga.
You said what?
It should be popular regardless, because kids like animation, right?
No. I'm saying it. The animation has to at least. Elemental looks different. You see what I'm saying? It don't look like the typical blocky. We talked about this. Somebody in the comment section told us what that style was.
That blocky. Before I remember you saying it looked bad.
Looked like Wreck-It Ralph and shit. Like we've seen that a million times. We don't want to keep looking at the same shit.
And that Kraken movie, we being real, we've seen that story a million times. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about Elemental, but that Kraken movie, it's like, nigga, that shit is basically Princess Diaries. Oh, you're actually you're not a regular girl. You're actually a special girl. You know how many times they've done movies like that? But yeah, man. So the next movie we're talking about, TMNT, Mutant Mayhem. Now, let me set this movie up right quick. This movie, you know, in a year where we get Spider-Verse, which is absolutely killing shit. The movie made, I don't even know how much the shit made. It made if they didn't make it big, it made close to $1 billion. Then you had Mario, made $1 billion. In my opinion, this movie can stand up with those two, as far as, you know, top animated movies of the year. This movie was very, very good. I want to address this off the top too. I've seen a lot of people on the internet saying they skipped the movie, or the movie don't look interesting because it looks like it's too childish, it's too kiddie. That couldn't be further from the truth. If you sat up and watched Spider-Verse, you can watch TMNT Mutant Mayhem. It has it has a very similar tone as far as like the dialogue, the story, and the animation. I'm not going to say they're similar movies because obviously they tackle different things, but in my opinion, if you could watch one and not the other, I don't see how. This movie appeals to all ages, kids and adults. Just like how Spider-Verse has a lot of, like, you know, jokes and references that maybe adults will only get. It's the same thing with TMNT. It's a lot of things like that. So, the movie is doing very well. I think opening weekend, 5-day total, because it came out on a Tuesday, I believe. It's at like 50 million plus. The budget was 70 million. And that's just week one. So, and the movie's not released in every country. It's not worldwide yet. The movie's going to be successful. I'm very positive on that. They've already announced a sequel coming, and they announced a TV show coming that's going to bridge the two movies. I know Jack's happy about that, but let's go ahead and get into some thoughts. Redpeg, why don't you open this up and give your thoughts real quick on TMNT Mutant Mayhem?
Oh, you want me to give my thoughts? You know, I have a greater appreciation for this movie after watching the 1990 Ninja Turtle movie, which is fucking awful. This movie is just worlds. This movie right here is worlds better. The teenage mutant ninjas. They actually no. I'm saying they actually are teenagers. They're played by teenagers. They actually feel like teenagers, nigga. So you know, that's also the animation. People are gonna say it was inspired by Spider-Verse. It's not as pretty as Spider-Verse, but you know, it has its own little flares. It's good looking. It's actually, this movie is one of the best animated movies of the year. Is it better than Spider-Verse? No. Is it better than Elemental? To me, maybe.
Yes, nigga. What? Yes.
Maybe.
Wow.
But I thought the lighting, the animation was fluid. It looked good. It wasn't like the 24 FPS shit that Spider-Verse do. Is like real fluid. Is real like satisfying to watch. Like I said, the cast is actually voiced by teenagers, so it's relatable. The dialogue and the conversations felt like the shit teenagers would say today, like the shit that we would say, like niggas saying
Now,
they got Milo whopped and shit.
I feel like some of that stuff started to bite them in the butt though, with the
You
dialogue.
think so?
Like I enjoyed the jokes. I thought they was funny, but it's like a design. To me, I think it was a design thing. Like if they've only ever been in the sewer, they got phones, tablets, laptops, video games. They can only get their personality through pop culture. That makes sense to me. But
Yeah.
it did halfway through the movie, and I can tell you the exact part. The bacon, egg, and cheese line. Once they got to that, I was like, okay, so they just gonna put every social media joke meme in the past year and a half in this movie. Like
I
that
felt
was
the
the
same
point where I
way.
went. That was the one
It didn't
point where I
bother
went,
me.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't. It didn't ruin it, but that was when they did that for like 30 seconds. I was like, okay, I get it.
I feel what you're saying. I feel
You
what
know,
you're, it felt very like they were trying to appeal to like recent trends. Like even when they were saying like even when they were saying like when they said like Riz, that's a very recent like within the last year or two. So
yeah,
I could see that. I can see that.
Oh yeah. By the way, what I was saying? Fuck. It's a nice balance between the story, action, the comedy. Is actually a pretty funny movie. Animation good, voice acting good. Ice Cube really good in this movie. John Cena. I didn't notice John Cena voice in here.
Yeah, he had like a
Jackie
voice
Chan
changer on. It made his voice deeper.
Yeah, Jackie Chan as Master Splinter is fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, he's
the kid. I don't know the kids' names, but they all did good. Ice Cube really he low key stole the show. Pretty funny.
I agree.
Also, I want to say this is one of the few movies this year that has come out that respects your time. It's a nice 90-minute movie. I was happy about that. Also, if you gotta go to
by quick too. By quick.
You know what's crazy? I kind of felt like it was. No, go ahead.
Oh well. Oh, also, if you got an AMC near you, go try the Ninja Turtle Icy Green Apple. Ask for the Pop Rocks with that. Fucking delicious, nigga. All right,
what it do to you?
I'm not gonna lie. This was the longest 90-minute movie I have ever seen. And I enjoyed it. But I definitely there were parts of this movie where I was like, okay, they about to be continue this. And they kept going. And I was almost once it got to the end of the movie, I was like, damn, I didn't think we'd actually see the end of it.
I feel like you left before the after credit scene.
Huh?
Did you stay for the after credit scene or you left?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, why you always do that? You good for leaving for after credit scene.
Oh yeah, there was like a little post credit, mid credit scene.
That's the shit that people cheer for.
The reason I knew it felt long was the fact that I was waiting for there to be to be continued on the screen. That's why I was like, damn, I must feel like this shit.
That's trauma, man. That's what Spider-Verse did.
I hate that you one of the niggas. I hate that you one of the niggas that walk out immediately when the credits start rolling, nigga. I don't like that.
You know what time it is, nigga. You think I want to hear Rascal Flatts as they name off who was the 34th light director on scene 5? Nigga,
you should have stayed. You should have stayed. And this scene was fire.
You said that this movie was smooth, and I'm gonna see if y'all some real movie guys. There was a scene in this movie where this shit hurt my fucking eyes. And do y'all know what scene I'm talking about? It was like slowly panning across the screen in like the lab or some shit. No, it was in the lab. I was like, oh my God. I literally was like having to close one eye. I was like, this shit is fucking choppy as hell. Like it hurt my eyes. I looked to my left and right, and other people also was like kind of staring at it, moving their head. I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't feel that way.
If we watch it as a movie night one night, I'm a fast forward to the screen. Because I was like, yo, what the fuck was up with that? But
yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, man. Sun Guy, go ahead and give us. I know you got a little review. Go ahead and give us your review.
Yeah. I'm gonna read my review and then I'm gonna give like a quick synopsis because my review pretty much says everything. So, a very different but fun look at such a beloved franchise. This movie surprised me on a lot of ends and completely excelled my expectations. This movie has some of the best animation I've seen to date, other than Spider-Verse. It feels like it was ripped right out of a comic book. The voice acting was superb. Every actor gave their character so much depth and personality to where you would actually think that these actors were the characters. There was a couple of misses for the jokes for me. There was a couple of misses for the jokes, but for the most part, this movie is decently funny. As far as the soundtrack goes, it's actually okay. The original the original soundtrack and the licensed music are yin and yang with each other, which also complements the setting for this film being based in New York. The plot was also paced very well with its runtime, which what Redpeg said is about like it respecting your time. There wasn't really a time where I felt rushed during this film. Everything seemed to be right on time. The story was cute and lighthearted with an inspiring message. It teaches you that if you want to be accepted, you have to fight for the right reasons, and others will like you. An outstanding message for such an incredible IP. I'll give
Are
this
you
one.
standing up right now?
Chill out.
Right.
He got his hand on his
This is
chest.
popcorn reading right now.
He got his hand over his heart.
Bro, he hit his hand on the desk. That nigga said a standing. Go ahead.
An outstanding message for such an incredible IP. I'll give this one an easy 8.8 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, this nigga
But that
What's the
0.8
point 8 though? Okay. Good score.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Just give it a 9.
Because look, I was so close to giving it a 9, bro. I was so close, and I probably should just round it up.
Pause.
But it was just some of those jokes, and I just got reminded about that damn bacon egg cheese shit by Alex. I fucking cringed so hard at that dumbass shit. Now, Riz didn't bother me that much just because it's been said so much, and it's like this movie is obviously made for kids their age, people who are 15, 14, people who are like are either a freshman or just like in high school right now. This is obviously made for like these type of kids. So I can see why like they would put like shit like Wiz and all that, but like, bruh, oh my god, some of these jokes just, and like the fact that they keep on like referencing like pop culture messages over and over and over in the movie. I'm like, okay, it was cool 3-4 times, but after the other 5-8 times, it kind of like, all right, bro, like I get it, I see y'all like media. I do.
You know what it kind of felt like though, where this is like that is where I feel like the age of the writers was showing. Specifically, you had niggas like Seth Rogen and his homie. Them niggas is old. They like 50. So they trying to write to appeal to younger audiences. They did a good job with the overall movie.
They didn't write most of them jokes,
they did. Yeah, if you watch the thing behind the scenes, they was letting the kids improvise a lot of that shit.
It definitely felt
a lot
like
of that shit was improvised.
Okay, so that's cool.
We didn't
So
even talk about Ice Cube.
he said, I brought him up.
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna kind of get into that once I actually finish about my shit. But basically, it was really just the jokes, and they replayed some of the licensed music. I would have rather them like use a different song, but they played some of the licensed like one of the songs twice, and I was just like, okay, I mean, you could have picked another song, but I get it. But other than that, I really like the movie. I can give it a 9. I can give it an 8.8. It's just leaning between that just because of that bacon egg cheese dumbass shit. But
well, that shit pissed you off.
Bro, man, when you brought it up, I got reminded how I felt in that moment. I wanted to kill myself.
I feel like the scene just lasted a little bit too long. Like I was like, okay, they about to switch to the next scene. Then he kept saying the Aki way, yeah, we outside, we outside. It was like 20 seconds.
No. When they was talking about when they said we outside, I did laugh at that shit. I did like that.
The movie's funny, bro. They had some funny lines. The crazy part is I don't even know the kids who played the turtles. But they all did a good job. Yeah. They all did a great job.
Okay, so I want to bring up a certain thing, like when they went to the lab, what they were like, what the people in the lab wanted to do to them. But is that a spoiler, or do y'all think I can break it up a little bit?
I feel I would say that was a big joke. That was an ongoing joke. I wouldn't spoil that.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna.
That was a joke that paid off at the end.
Superfly, I thought he was actually a pretty good villain. He kind of gives me a little bit of Killmonger vibes, but like if he was a big ass fly and like didn't want to like cause a racial war, that makes sense. But
I can see that.
Like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but like just based on his motives, just because like he was made like the turtles were, and like he was never accepted as for what he was and shit, and like that shit pissed him off to where it's like, man, yeah, you know, I ain't going to spoil it too much, but it's like, you know, he wanted to do some fucked up shit, but and I like I do feel like the ending scene. I'm not gonna say it was predictable, but like we seen that shit before. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like at the end, like how they defeat them, what they fight, how they fight them and shit like that.
It's like an
Y'all
Avengers
know what I
movie,
mean? Yeah, exactly. So, but other than that, hey, I like the characters. I like everything, man. I can't say too much because it's gonna be a spoiler, but yeah, 8.8/9.
Good review. Now I ain't gonna say no names in the chat. They saying you read off a Chat GPT review, but nah, man, that was good.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a good review. I ain't gonna hate.
That
But
was like he was reading it.
we got
now,
Jack moving.
already gave a whole.
Yeah, he
I
did.
just want Jack to give his quick little thoughts or his rebuttals to some of the things he's bringing out.
Jack a ninja to the dick sucker. So
LOF.
I feel like y'all did a horrible job of talking about the movie. I was gonna be short winded, but now I got.
I mean, we not done, but go ahead.
I'm gonna give a full fucking review. Fuck it. Okay. So the synopsis of this movie is that the turtles. Matter of fact, I'm going off the top of the head. So the voices of the turtles, you got Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo, Shimon Brown Jr. as Michelangelo.
Oh, he in too deep.
Micah Abbey as Donatello. Which one I'm leaving out? Raphael. Brady Noon is his name. So the whole synopsis of this movie, they've been living in the shadows for the past 15 years, and they've been shunned by society. And you know, they just want to do normal shit like be accepted. You know, they want to be accepted. And they catch wind of this criminal organization ran by this criminal named Superfly. And they come up with a plan that if they defeat this Superfly, they'll be heroes, right? Upon meeting Superfly, they realize that he's also a mutant. They didn't know other mutants existed. So you can just imagine the hilarity and shenanigans that go on from there. Now, this movie deals with a lot of themes that are you know, these themes run wild in Ninja Turtles lore, but things like family, being shunned by society, acceptance, and what you're willing to do to earn said acceptance. Okay, now
can you relate to that? Like, do you ever feel like you were shunned by society?
Sure, why not? I don't really have to. Oh, the visuals. I know y'all compare this movie to Spider-Verse and whatnot. Fun fact: a lot of producers off Spider-Verse worked on this movie, and the director of this movie, Jeff Rowe, also made a movie for Netflix, Mitchell's versus the Machines. If you've ever seen that, it also has a similar art style.
I heard that was good.
Hey, Jack, which one? Now, Spider-Verse gave a real and I think that's still one of the most spectacular films I've ever seen, especially animated. The textures on there was always still grounded in comic book-esque to me, like pop art.
Yes.
This movie was more of a textured like Crayola almost, like color pencil crayon.
And that was
the goal. The goal was to make it seem like teenagers drew the movie.
And I really love. That's what made it stick out. That's why to me it wasn't just it's just like I was like, nah, nigga, like they have a totally different texture palette that they're going for this whole movie, and I really appreciated that. Like that was a scene where it went it legit was like a sketch. It was like white and black with like color. It was so fire. I was like, okay, they're going crazy.
Not only that, some of the human designs was like very different too. It's like how they like drew their faces and how they did
about, like,
all
the
that.
Police chief in the beginning.
Yeah, the police chief.
That tripped me the fuck out. That first 15 minutes, I had to get adjusted to the humans' faces. I was like, what? I could like the way their mouth was moving and the way the jawline. I had to get used to it, but I liked it at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, now Jack, you are about a week removed. It's been out for a week now, right? Or 2 weeks. You're a week removed. Now that the hype is worn off, you've slept with the posters, you've put your battle shell back in the closet. Do you have any
you just watched the first Ninja Turtle
and you watched the first Ninja Turtle movie again? Do you have any like different opinions than you did on your review on your channel, or do you feel like nothing that you saw wore off, like the honeymoon phase isn't gone or whatever because it was just a solid movie all around?
Well, I definitely want to rewatch the movie, but as far as negatives go, I do got some negatives. Some of the negatives ain't mine, right? Some of the negatives are some I've seen online, but I can understand them. I can appreciate where they're coming from. I'm gonna give y'all some of them. It's not really I don't consider this a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. Okay, so this movie features like what 9 or 10 mutants, right? But they all pretty much have the exact same origin story. Now, if you know TMNT, don't none of them like, you know what I mean? Like, of course, the turtles got the same origin story. They were born at the same time, but like all the mutants don't have the same origin story. You see what I'm saying? Like every mutant was like damn near made at the exact same time. So that's a point of contention in the community. This is a spoiler. I can't even get into the spoiler.
Okay, spoiler for 30 seconds. Mute if you ain't seen it for 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the spoiler tag up.
One of the biggest issues that people have with this movie is that you know, in different iterations, Splinter is Hamato Yoshi. Sometimes he's Hamato Yoshi's pet. In this movie, he's neither, right? But that's not necessarily the problem. The problem is he doesn't know ninjutsu. He's not from Japan. He learns ninjutsu as a defense mechanism because of
karate movies and shit.
Yeah. He learned it from DVDs and self-help YouTube videos. So people have a problem with that he's not really a ninja master, really. And that kind of shows.
But when he's fighting, I mean, he's still going crazy.
No, he still do his thing. But you know how people are; they don't really like that about the movie. Of course, the whole April being a black teen thing, people not fucking with. Well, she's been black before, she's been a teen before. I don't see the issue. I
saw a lot of people, Jack, complaining just purely off how she looks. They're like, she's ugly, she's fat.
Oh yeah, that she's fat.
She's literally a high schooler. That was weird.
I didn't think it wasn't a bad looking character. Like that's how people look like.
That's been happening in video games as well. Not everything has to make your dick hard. Like a character can look like a whatever. Like these niggas trying to feel like I wouldn't fuck this. I'm not attracted to that. Why does she have a pouch at her waistline? Like nigga, it's a cart. Like I hate that. I hate they've been doing that in everything recently.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Did I get disconnected?
My shit got unplugged. What's up?
Oh.
Nah, go ahead, Jack.
But yeah, man.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
You were still doing your review, or were you done?
Let me see. Y'all touched on the visuals. Y'all touched on the soundtrack. The dialogue. I know the dialogue kind of cringy for y'all, but like I said, another thing they did with this movie that's kind of unique. Everybody, anytime you saw a scene, they were all in the recording booth together, right? So anytime the turtles interact,
I love when movies do that. You can feel the energy. You can feel the energy.
That's not often practice, right? So that was kind of unique. What else? Let me see here.
I think they did that. You know what? To draw a parallel, I think they did that on Shrek 1. I could be wrong. But I could have sworn I saw BTS of them in the same room recording, looking at each other, saying the lines. And to me, Shrek 1 is one of those top tier movies where it comes to animation, but the dialogue flowing so natural. And maybe just because it was Eddie Murphy. But yeah, I definitely sensed that being in the same room. Ice Cube to me stole the fucking show. The entire movie.
Yes,
Anytime he spoke, I was all ears.
Yeah, this is one of his best voice performances. Best performances in general. He did an amazing job.
Fam, even the little comments he made on the side, it was something that you really just had to sit there and listen to that nigga. He had a joke about, I'm gonna just say the joke. If you don't want to hear the joke, mute up for 15 seconds. But when this nigga was like, I don't know, I'm gonna make the humans do something stupid, like wash my laundry or big booty boy races. Like he was saying dumb shit like that. Or he was like, I'm about to go 100 on y'all. Or he said something like, nah, cuz you ain't cool no more. I'm about to, like, he was just going crazy, bro. And I felt like that's the funniest. Because even in Ice Cube's older movies, Friday, Are We There Yet? To me, his humor was very one-dimensional for me. Ice Cube has never been the funny nigga to me. He's always been the mean mug. I ain't about the bullshit. I'm gonna be funny by showing that I'm angry at everything happening. Like even Ride Along, his humor in every other movie is anger. And this was the first.
I feel like he improvised a lot of this stuff too.
I'm glad he did. Like this movie to me is the most comedic range I've ever seen Ice Cube have ever, and that nigga has like at least 6 comedic movies.
Yeah, he had a lot of comedic movies.
Yes, and
he was in 21 Jump Street.
Damn.
You know, it's funny. He write a lot of that comedic shit. Didn't he write Friday?
No, ain't nothing wrong with the humor. It's his delivery. Every movie I've ever seen him in, he's just mad. I mean, he's slick mad in this movie too. Every movie, he's the angry nigga saying something that should be funny because he's mad. You see what I'm saying? And his facial expressions don't help. He always got one eyebrow to the left, like he, put some icy hot on it or some shit. I don't know, but He definitely stole. I did not expect him to. I didn't even
Yeah,
know
he
he
did
was
a good
voicing
job,
that nigga.
man.
I didn't look up anything about this movie. I didn't know he was voicing the nigga. I didn't know John Cena was a voice in this movie. I didn't know Master Splinter was fucking what's his name?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. I didn't know none of this. So going into it blind was such a treat for me.
Well, I want to know, Tyrek, did you see the movie?
Nope, I did not. I'm gonna watch
Damn,
it.
Tyrek, you slacking, dog.
You're
You supposed
fucking
to be a
sick.
movie
You're
guy.
fucking sick, Tyrek.
Man, if you don't got a redhead bitch with a bow and arrow, he ain't watched it.
Hey, Tyrek, what movies you seen the past
I'm
week,
about to
man?
see one tomorrow.
What you seen tomorrow?
Oh,
The Last
this
Voyage of
dude
the
here.
Denver.
Oh, you talking about that Dracula movie?
Oh, that comes
You
out
going to
tomorrow?
see that over TMNT? All right, bro. Wrap
Yeah,
it up,
you
bro.
tripping, brother.
First of all, I'm not a
Oh,
TMNT fan, so I don't really care.
You
That
don't
come
have
out
to be.
tomorrow. I'm gonna go see that with you.
Oh,
I'm
Hey,
gonna see that with
Redpeg.
you. I'm gonna go see that.
man. Huh?
I heard you said this movie might be flopping, man. You know this is outpacing the first Spider-Verse film. You know that, right? Box office wise.
Oh,
It's only in 30%.
man,
And that movie was a success. And that movie was a
Hey,
success.
It's only in 30% of his market, too, you know
I
that.
definitely still won our bet though. I definitely still won our bet.
You did win. I get you.
If it was released, if it was released worldwide, you
I
probably
would have won.
Hold
I
on,
would've definitely won.
tell everybody in the chat what was y'all bet.
That it was gonna make 70 mil, right?
Yeah, week 1. But see, I didn't know.
Yes,
I
week
didn't
1.
really do my. See, I didn't do my research. I didn't know that it wasn't coming out. Well, I knew it was coming out in later dates in certain areas, but I didn't realize it was gonna be in fucking 30% of its markets week 1. I didn't never know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that
That's
either.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't believe this movie.
I didn't know the budget was 70 million. I wouldn't have bet that it was gonna make its entire budget back week. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Man, we all make mistakes.
I feel like Nickelodeon didn't believe this movie because they announced it going to stream in like 2 months after being released.
1 month.
And
1 month.
they put a month after release, and they were only releasing in select countries. Like, that's weird.
I hate that they do that with movies.
I don't know why they did that.
I hate that they do that. But you know what I think?
They probably didn't believe
it
on the TV show.
You know what it could be too? It might just be overall fear just because of how the market for movies has been this year. Like a lot of movies have been a lot of movies that people thought were going to do well didn't do that well. So
yeah, a lot of big flops.
Maybe they're just
Indiana
trying to
Jones.
cover their ass. But I do want to ask Jackman because you saw Spider-Verse, correct?
Yes.
Now I know you're a big TMNT fan. Did this movie surpass Spider-Verse in your opinion? Like, is it better than Spider-Verse for you personally?
For me personally, absolutely.
Okay.
Overall, I think if people watch both movies, this is the thing about Spider-Verse 2 that people got to realize. It's a complete package, right? And now the third movie's been indefinitely delayed. So
right.
I feel like if that third movie never come out, like it's gonna alter the way you feel about the second movie, which the second movie is great.
Wait.
I like both of them.
You said
it's a complete package. It's complete. You gotta take off
like incomplete. That's what you mean.
Yeah, it's incomplete now, but yeah. But me personally, you know, I like Spider-Man too. That's one of them. I only like a handful of fucking superheroes, Batman, Spider-Man, you know. But this movie definitely surpassed it for me. Is it a better movie? That's subjective, you know what I mean? To me personally, I fuck with it more though.
But you enjoy TMNT, okay, that's not bad.
What the hell? Hell no. Objectively, Spider-Verse is definitely the better movie.
I will
Objectively,
say
you're an idiot, bitch.
I will say, as somebody who's been,
well, you an idiot for liking a 1990 movie, nigga.
And we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that real quick. We're gonna get to that real quick. But I just want to say, as a casual fan myself of TMNT, because I've grown up. Like growing up, I had I had the VHS tapes of the what year was that show, Jack? 1987.
Yes.
Then I had that shit on VHS, bro. I used to rewatch the same 2 episodes all the time when I was a kid. I used to watch the cartoons on fucking Nickelodeon or whatever they was on. The 2007 TMNT. People, I guess people don't like that movie, or they say it's not that good.
That movie,
me personally, hey, I saw it when I was a kid. I liked it. I liked the movie, and they had a tie-in game on PS2 and PS3. I thought the game was great. So I like that one. I did not watch the live-action TMNT movies, and I probably will never because that shit just looks terrible. But
I think you should.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe
it's better than 1990.
The second one's way better.
Jack, do you think the TV
the second one got shredded, right?
Do you think the TV show they're making with this is gonna follow that same animation style?
Well, they already said it's not gonna be CGI, so it's gonna be. You know, who is it? Is it Titmouse? You know the animation company Titmouse? I think they doing it. They do like a lot of
the reason why though, Alex, is because it takes them years to animate this type of movie, so it would
that's very elaborate animation.
It wouldn't make sense for them to do it with the show.
I'm not watching it if that. I'm not
It's still,
watching it if the
it's still
animation.
got, I'm sure it's gonna have the same art style. It's not gonna be on the 3D plane, and it got the same voice actors too. So
yeah, it should still be good.
Half of the 60% of the treat of the movie for me was just staring at it. So I might not be watching the TV show.
Oh, and the part about that lab, I do realize what you're talking about because it did have like a jittery movement right there. I know what you're talking about.
It made my eyes hurt. I was like, I like squinted. I was like, what the
they uploaded that clip on Twitter and it got this jittery movement in that Twitter clip too. If you go look at it,
fam, I when I saw that in my mind, I went, is this one of those things where they have to send a new version of the movie out? Like that. This is so crazy to me. I have never remember a time until the past 2 years or year and a half where we've been getting like movies and then they're like, oh wait, that ain't we got to update the version. Like I've never known the isn't that weird? Like
they patch shows on streaming now, you know that.
No,
they definitely do. Netflix did that
movies.
Shit with Stranger Things.
I'm talking about like entire movies, bro. Like remember the Spider-Verse movie? People was posting on Twitter there were
like 2 different versions.
There were different versions of dialogue, and some movies had this joke, and some movies didn't have that joke. And I was like, "This is weird as fuck. How are you putting this version of the movie out that you ain't
test them, bro? You got some shit you got to put out in the real world to see how people.
And then the audio was ass for some people.
What I'm saying?
Fam, you can sit there and say this is what a general movie setting would be with these speakers and this projector. Like,
there's so many different theaters and screens and audio setups though. Like, you know what I mean? Every theater ain't got Dolby Atmos and every theater ain't got 3D. You know what I mean?
But that's what mixing and mastering is for. We see that in music. Like I remember The Dream talked about how when he makes music, he listens to before he puts it out, he listens to the song in the studio, in his car, on his phone, on his phone, playing out loud, in speakers and AirPods, like Bluetooth speakers. He plays his music on all the devices that he can to help tune it for anybody listening to it. This is some stuff has too much money behind it for me to have any excuses for that, bro. There's no excuse for that in my opinion.
Good for you.
I can't disagree with that.
Now, real quick, I want to bring up a discussion we've had in the Discord of late about the original TMNT movies compared to this one. Now, real quick, I'll say for me personally, I have a lot of nostalgia for the first TMNT movie, the 1990 joint,
and that's y'all problem.
Even going beyond the nostalgia, it's still a good movie. I mean, you got to realize for the time that it came out, nigga,
for
the puppetry.
We talking about today.
Hold on, we talking about Jim Henson, the legendary Jim Henson. The puppetry.
Okay,
on
the
that movie,
look cool, yeah.
Yeah, bro. For the 90s, early 90s, that shit is amazing. You had grown niggas in turtle suits, and that shit they like real turtles. That shit was fire. The kung fu
that looked like real turtles. Come on, dog.
For 1990, yes, it looked great.
Very pig. The
story was great on that.
Okay.
It got that classic 90s nostalgia. That shit, make a tear want to fall out.
Wait, so is this the same one where Raph had a mental breakdown in the fucking alleyway? That's the same one, right?
Alleyway? What are you talking about, brother?
You don't remember that scene where he's just like,
no, yeah, okay, he did. He did do that.
I know that movie, but I've seen this. Yeah.
Hey, man,
this shit hilarious. No, but continue on, John.
I just want to say, Redpeg has been hating. He's been saying that the original TMNT movie is ass.
Hey.
He said it's so bad that it's good. And he's been having a little debate with Jack. So
no. I said that for y'all. I didn't enjoy. It wasn't so straight trash to me. I ain't laugh at
straight trash.
Damn.
I didn't enjoy it at all.
Damn.
This shit belonged on Tubi.
What?
If it was released today,
Whoa.
if it was released today, it would be on
Let me ask you a
Tubi.
question. Okay, so check this out. You say you didn't laugh at any of the jokes, right?
No.
And when were you born?
2001.
Okay, 2001. You were born. So I watched this guy on YouTube. He's a little bit older than me. This guy's a diehard. Like you think I like this dude's a fucking diehard. He got Raph in his name because of Ninja Turtles. He watched Mutant Mayhem and he turned it the fuck off. He can't stand the movie, right? And guess why? He said the dialogue ain't for me and it ain't funny, right? You see the juxtaposition there. If an older person watches something meant for younger people, they not gonna like it. But see, you're a young person, and if you were born in that time frame where those references were relevant, you would think that movie was great.
But that's not that. I don't even think that applies because they have older movies from back in the day that I laugh at.
You just no, you're being ignorant. That's all it is, man. You're being ignorant.
Nah,
if you think you said the movie was
listen.
kiddie, did you say this movie was kiddie?
Listen, it
No,
was.
absolutely.
I mean, you talking about he saying "damn" and like back in the day, I was like, "Oh my god."
Okay, let me give you the history. All right. So the '84 comics was a.
Hold on, your mic disconnected.
Oh, your mic fucking up, Jack.
Discord
your mic cut
out. You good.
In the original Mirage comic books, Redpeg, right? In the first issue, there's an attempted sexual assault, right? And the nigga get murdered, right? The Shredder older brother, that nigga got murdered by Splinter. They got houses burned down, niggas getting like, so they was chopping off niggas' limbs. The shit was really fucked up, right? So 87, matter of fact, the reason they made the cartoon was just because they got a toy deal. The only reason they made that show is because they Playmates was wanted to make the fucking toys based off the show. That's why that show was so fucking kiddie. But so when the movie came out in the 90s, it wasn't like the show at all. It was very much darker tone, closer to the original comic books. Turtles cussing and fucking Splinter getting tied up and threatened to be murdered and all. They smacking April O'Neil in the face, bro. That wasn't no regular shit for people that grew up on the Turtles, bro. They had never seen them like that before. They only know them for fucking slapstick Saturday morning comedy, nigga. So when they saw, they was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit?" Like, I'm thinking they about to be happy eating pizza and shit. Niggas getting kidnapped and no, bro, that shit was totally different. Casey Jones with a fucking hockey mask on, beat niggas with no, bro. Kids was scared of that shit, bro. And parents didn't even like that movie. They was complaining like, bro, what the fuck is this shit? This ain't like the cartoon Splinter all happy go let nigga getting kidnapped, beat the fuck up, bleed and shit. Like what the fuck? So no, bro. For that time period, bro, that was very great. And also that was an independent movie based off an independent comic book. Hey man, they was doing
I did a little listen, I did a little research. It was like recent 1990. It was the wasn't the highest grossing independent film ever
at that time.
That's crazy.
It was a surprise hit. It was a surprise hit. I mean, I guess that's impressive.
And
but that
Jim
don't make the movie good.
Jim Henson, the legendary puppeteer, bro. What the fuck are you talking about, Rick?
Yeah, he went crazy, bro.
I said the costumes was good. The costumes were good for the time. I would say Matt Slender, he was very impressive looking. I think he was entirely a puppet. I think
this is my problem with you, right? So this is how they did. They had people in costumes, but the heads was like animatronic. So you had people controlling the mouths and the eyes and shit. But the one reason I can see somebody complaining about this movie is that they don't like the way the costumes look. If you enjoy the way the costumes look, how the fuck do you dislike this movie?
Yeah,
it's everything around the movie. The plot. Let's get the plot. It's a simple, bad, good bad versus bad guy. The fucking flashbacks, ass, nigga, ass. It was like television images, nigga. It was like an eyesore. I did not fuck with it.
How did you want them to animate fucking a rat mutating Ninja Turtles? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I mean, I don't know. Just talk about it. Don't do it. It's just it didn't look good. That don't make it not look good. Come on, dog.
So Splinter finding out the person that brutally murdered his master, the dude girlfriend, and cut his fucking ear off is still alive and in New York trying to take over. You didn't see, like, that's not really a simple story, bro. Like, I guess
it is though. It is it's really a simple.
What did you want to happen? What would you have like?
I don't know. I enjoyed the new movie way better. It was just way better. I enjoyed Matt Splinter in the new movie way better. He was funny, entertaining. He could fight good.
The new movie's way more bro. They doing ass and fart jokes in the new movie, bro. Like, what we talking about, bro? It's way more simplistic.
That original one was very mature. That shit fire, man.
It's a very mature movie for its time, anyway.
Yeah, Raphael was a real nigga. Yeah,
Man, they could have milked
matter of fact, they beat Raphael. They beat Raphael up, threw him through the ceiling, and put that nigga in a coma. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that shit.
No. I would no.
Fucking coma. The one house, nigga. What are we talking about?
The one subplot they could have focused on more was about O'Neill's friend who fell in with the gang. That was interesting. That was interesting. But they didn't explore that enough.
Yes, they did. You don't read. What are you talking
about? Bro, that could have been no. They didn't explore it enough. That could have been.
Wait. Danny joining the Foot Clan is the reason they found out where the turtle's at and burnt down April fucking house, and he's also the reason they knew where the fuck Splinter was at, and he got freed. He was the key point of the movie.
That's what I'm saying. No, it was. No, he wasn't. No, he was not. No, he was not.
Nigga, if he
maybe I did. Maybe I.
Listen. If Danny never told Shredder in the Foot Clan,
because the movie. No, I'm telling you, the movie came to like a standstill during that sequence with the crime fighters, nigga, when they retreated to that country house, nigga.
Look, because he was in a coma. Yeah, he was in a. He got beaten to a coma.
Yeah, that shit was boring. I started scrolling my phone then.
If Danny never gets arrested and suspended from school and goes to April's apartment to see them hiding out from the Foot Clan, bro, what the fuck? You don't know, bro? Did you watch the movie, bro?
I did watch the movie. I did watch the movie, and I'm telling you,
Danny is literally the bridge and key. What? He's the plot point that ties all this shit together. What else did you want him to do,
bro? Other than that, that was it. Kind of interesting. It could have been way better, bro. I'm telling you, it could have been way better.
All right, bro.
Either way, man, classic movie.
Now, this is my next question: are you going to watch?
It's not classic. Okay.
Are you going to watch TMNT 2: Secret of the Ooze?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it with you.
Great fucking movie. Great fucking movie.
I hope it's better. I hope it's better than this one.
Arguably better than the first to some people. I like them both, so I don't really have an opinion on that. But
I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I don't know why I don't remember that.
You don't remember Kino? You don't remember Kino, Toka and Razor? You don't remember that?
It's been a while, bro. I don't remember.
Damn, what?
You know what? You know what I think it is though. I've seen that first one like multiple times. The second one I've only seen maybe once or twice.
When you start watching, you gonna remember that shit. You gonna remember it.
But real quick, before we get off of this Turtles topic, in the chat, I've seen a couple people say, in the movie, the new one, Mutant Mayhem, there's a scene where they're like in a combat sequence and No Diggity plays. Apparently, the director said that the song was hard to clear, but they got it, the song into the movie. But he said that if they weren't able to get that song, they were going to use DMX, the Rough Riders anthem. And he wants to know. This is from Nerdy Mastermind in the chat. He wants to know which song would y'all have preferred. Me personally.
Hello. First of all, that nigga horny for that name. Go ahead.
Me personally, and y'all might. I don't know how you're gonna feel about this. I hate No Diggity. I do not like that song.
No Diggity. What?
I hate I hate that shit. That shit is ass. No, I hate it. I hate that fucking song.
Fire.
I would prefer Rough Rider anthem, especially for that scene where they kicking niggas' asses. I would have loved the Rough Riders anthem.
I think that Rough Rider anthem was on the soundtrack. I was wondering where that song was at.
Honestly, I think they should have used Rough Rider when they were like going to fight. Oh wait, is it still spoilers right now?
We never talked about no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Don't spoil it. Okay, well when they were going,
you gonna say Superfly? You know they fight Superfly. Like, come on now.
Okay, well when they went to go fight Superfly in that. For the climax, they should have played that instead of playing Annie Up for the second time. Like, they
did do that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They could have switched it out.
Well, they said they did that for John. They did that for John Cena.
But I liked Annie Up being selected in there. But when they did play it twice, I was like, okay, I know this one the only song they could clear.
Right, exactly. No, but I love the No Diggity part. Like, I mean this in the best way, like best form possible. It reminded me like of like a TikTok edit, and like especially when they show like all like the crime boss faces and getting up is like pointing like
that part of the movie was fucking clean though. How fluid the animation was going between.
It was.
That shit was fucking clean.
Oh yeah,
I love
that shit was clean.
I was in the crowd going, ooh, whoa,
I wish it was a few more fight scenes too, but the movie was so short, man. They couldn't really do it.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, that's one thing. Yes, I love when the Turtles do their little kung fu shit. Like, yeah, I need to see more of that.
Another one last gripe I got about this movie. One of the reasons I love the movie and one of the reasons I don't like this part of the movie is too many mutants, right? I love the inclusion of all the lesser known mutants and whatnot, but they didn't have enough screen time, in my opinion. It went very
maybe should have
fast,
saved some for the sequel, because the sequel,
yeah,
they're gonna have to do something. But
overall, I'll say this:
that sequel.
We ain't giving enough love to my nigga, the skateboarding gecko.
Mondo
Gecko.
He
was good. You know who voiced him?
Paul
Rudd. Man, he did
a good job. Like Redpeg.
That nigga was fire.
Yeah, he was cool. Ray
Post
Fillet.
Malone. Yeah, he was Ray Fillet. Yeah. Which he ain't do shit but sing the whole fucking movie, low key.
Good movie, man. I'm gonna be real. I can't wait for the sequel, and y'all know why. I can't wait for that sequel.
Yes, sir. And the TV show coming out
Oh yeah,
before
cause Alex won't know because he ain't stay for the.
Oh my god.
Let him be surprised. Let him be surprised.
You hate this.
I do want to see the TV show.
Nah,
I want to see how that turned out.
I mean, if you can put 2 and 2 together, you know what the fuck finna happen. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Ninja Turtles. You know what come next, nigga.
Who wasn't in the movie,
I
Alex?
don't know who. That bothers me. That bothers me. You one of the weirdos. Well, not weirdo. One of the dumb people that walk out before the movie really. You're supposed to sit through at least the first post credit.
So 1 week, I know y'all like to have these little discussion topics. 1 week, y'all need to talk about how Marvel has fucking made credit scenes. Something like, bro, you got to stay now. Every movie
you have to. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
annoying. That's annoying.
They force you to stay.
It's either a mid-credit joint or a post-credit. It might have 2 post-credit scenes. It might have a mid.
Yeah, it's a mid one.
Damn.
They used to be really like they used to like excite you because the post credit scenes used to like let you know about.
It used to be special though.
Now it's
It was like an Easter egg.
Every movie does it now, though, bro. Every movie.
Even the movie that do it now, it doesn't really tell you. It's more like an Easter egg than it is like what. Oh, this is the next Thor movie, or this is the next fucking Captain America movie, or this is the next Avengers movie. Now it's just wait. Like remember the Easter egg? It's a bunch of stupid shit now.
No, I
or they be like throwaway
like,
scene.
This got a post credit scene. Like nigga, we had to say it like, come on, man. Which it did, but goddamn,
nigga,
like,
bro, you know what's so funny about it, Jack? It's the fact that every movie now, niggas is wondering if they got a post credit. It could be fucking Oppenheimer. They like, we got a post credit scene.
Whatever the movie is, bro.
Oppenheimer post credit.
Hell nah, nigga. I got the fuck up before I fell asleep.
They
even more.
didn't ruin that novelty of post. That's why I don't stay for it no more. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with it.
Yeah, honestly,
fed up with it. That don't make sense, bro.
But wait, there's more of me to death, nigga.
I understand. No, like I understand, like leaving for the post credit, but the mid credit scene, bro. That's when all the good shit
that's
happens.
That's like when people release an album and then the next week a deluxe releases with 1 extra song. That's what that shit.
Not only that, nigga, you pay good money for your tickets, nigga. You missing out, you losing money basically. No, you didn't. You didn't actually.
Oh, you know what movie should do?
Good part of it.
You know what movie should do if we being honest. At the beginning of the movie, it should say "stick around for the post credit." Like, just let us know, bro. I hate having to think. You got to get on Google and look and see if
we all have phones. We all have phones. Look up if this movie has a post credit scene.
I shouldn't have to do what's crazy? Jack, there's been times where I did stay and there wasn't one, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Exactly.
I mean, but you could have looked it up on your phone.
So now every movie I gotta say, guys, should I wait it? Should I look at the I gotta do that on every movie.
Or Google, nigga, you got an Android.
No,
okay, Google,
nigga,
is there a post credit scene?
No,
what the fuck?
I shouldn't have to study.
You're not supposed to use your phone in theater, bitch.
Facts.
Oh, here we go.
Damn, I shouldn't have to pre-look up the movie. What should I expect, guys? Like, tell me what's going on. I shouldn't have to do every fucking movie, bro.
Well, that's cool. That was a good little topic.
Google is a thing.
For Turtles. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
I want to see it again, bro.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it, the movie is just short enough to where it kind of appeals to like multiple viewings. A lot of these longer movies, because it's crazy. Because in the past, I used to be like a see it twice type of nigga. But the way these movies is now,
bro,
nigga, I'm one and done. Like I seen it, I'm good. Like I might watch it when the 4K.
Seen these movies like the whole.
Like I love Spider-Verse, bro, but the movie's so fucking long, bro.
Who got the echo?
I got echo.
How long is it? Like 2:30, 2 hours 30.
Like 2:40, nigga.
Yeah, Spider-Verse is like 2:45.
Oh,
but if you put both of the movies together, nigga, that's 5 hours. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Then the last one probably gonna be about 2:43 out. Like,
absolutely, yeah, because it's a.
What are we doing, bro?
It might be 3 hours.
What are we doing,
bro? Animated movie being that long.
That's why I like this movie. That's why I gave it. That's why I gave this movie an 8. It was. That's why I gave this movie.
Oh, I didn't get my rating. I get this movie 9 wonton shorts on Chop's Vacations out of 10.
Dollar shop, man.
Wonton, you gotta realize you wouldn't fit in.
All right, man.
A nigga saying he gonna
I had to bring him in for you.
A nigga saying he gonna space out the ass of your shorts is crazy. He's a dirty nigga, Chop. God,
Cause one time I seen them one time and you wasn't fitting.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy
what?
logic.
Like you don't even know. Like you don't even know my size, bro. Like you don't even know. You don't know my body.
What is your waist size? What is your waist size?
Hold on.
30 something.
All right, hold on. Okay, that's personal. What's your
No. I'll tell you. You want me to tell you?
He gonna say something in the 30s.
If you come,
no. Look. I'm gonna give you both. It's 2 answers. So Jack,
This gonna be a trick question.
all
right, this gonna be a trick question.
Hold on, wait. Let me tell you. Don't let me finish too. My true waist size is a 38.
He already bullshit.
Hold on. My true waist size is a 38, but I wear 40. I just have to wear a belt. The reason why I wear 40, even though 38 is my true waist size, it be feeling snug.
Jesus.
Like I be feeling like.
So it's not your true waist size.
No, you're not understanding me. It fits on my waist, but I got big thighs. It be snug in the thighs.
But if it's uncomfortable, I wouldn't say it's your true waist. Like, see,
but the problem, Jack, if I wear 40, they fall off my ass. So it's like,
but
you got a belt.
The pants I wear fall off my ass, but I still think a size smaller would be too small.
But that's my issue. It's like, what's my true waist size then? If it ain't 40 is too big and 30 is snug.
39, nigga.
They don't make 39s.
Hey, real niggas have a 29 waist size. Tap in.
No, you're a little petite snack. That's what that's.
Talk about it. I wear
real niggas
28.
gotta jump in their pants to get in them.
I wear 48.
I wear 28.
See,
you don't want no fucking 48.
You 48?
You can wrap yourself.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So hold on, Jay. You telling me you hold
that wide?
Yeah.
You was holding all that ass in them jeans when we was.
You definitely wear a belt.
Yeah, I'm
I wear a belt.
Because ain't no way all that 48 is waist.
See, but I'm like one time though. If I get a smaller size pair of jeans, my thighs, I'm like a fucking stripper, nigga. I'm not doing that, bro.
Man, that was one time.
Could fit
that
your
was one
pants.
time me and Jack hung out. He ain't wear no belt. That nigga was so mad.
I feel like this is a real thing.
Nigga, we were just waiting in line for some hot Hattie B's or some shit. He like, man, I need my fucking belt, man. He just talking to himself. I'm like, this nigga mad about this belt.
I feel like that's a real thing, but I don't remember if that's true or not.
Grab my fucking belt, man. But yeah, bro, TMNT, great movie. Like I said, man, this might be one of our hottest years in movie, bro. We've been seeing some good shit.
2023 been a fire year for movies and games.
I told one time, bro. This summer, 23 summer, one of the best summers ever, nigga.
It's been better movies.
Yeah, because Oppenheimer came out.
Arguable.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna speak this into existence.
You heard that one time?
I'm gonna speak this into existence before we get to the next topic. Dune 2 will not be delayed. I'm speaking into existence. Dune 2 is coming out this November.
Should I watch Dune?
Watch.
Dune is fire, Jack. Dune is fire, Jack.
The first one might put you to sleep, Jack. Yeah, it is, bro.
It's not boring, dog.
You're gonna hear one explosion. It's gonna wake you up, you know. But
that's exactly what I have to. That's the funny thing.
Jack, what I'll say this as somebody who didn't know anything about the Dune universe. The attention to detail in that movie is like a treat.
Oh, blah.
Now that movie has insane attention to detail.
You talking to another artsy fartsy movie? He an artsy fartsy nigga. It's an artsy fartsy.
The problem with Jack,
so
the problem he gonna run into.
You know,
Jack likes to watch movies in the dark. He's tired under the covers. You gonna fall asleep, nigga. You gotta sit up straight.
I definitely falling asleep.
You gotta sit up straight. Watch that.
You gonna fall asleep in the first 15 minutes of watching this bitch, bro.
Oh my god, bro! I'm not sit up and watch that.
Yeah,
bro.
you go.
But that's enough turtle talk. Let's get to I want to talk about this topic, man. It's been a hot topic lately. It's actually a TV show. You know, movie guys, we don't talk about TV shows that often. That's something I want to change. So let's go ahead. I want to jump into Twisted Metal. Now, let me just set the tone right quick. Before this show came out, we all saw the trailer. The nigga was doing the thong song. They was doing a little duet. What's the nigga name? Sweet Tooth was pushing Anthony Mackie face into a arcade system, singing a thong song. The shit looked terrible. Okay, it looked.
Are we talking about the first 2 episodes?
I've only seen the first episode.
We can just talk about what we're saying, but
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay, let me just set it up. Redpeg, you always interrupting, Nick. Damn.
Oh my bad.
We all seen the trailer. The shit was ass. Okay. Apparently, the show came out. No, everybody said it looked bad, but this was crazy. The show came out and people started saying, nah, the show is actually good. Like, this shit is actually fire. This shit is actually better than the trailers. This shit better than Last of Us, which we could talk about that. Niggas is loving the show. The critics didn't rate it that well, but the fans are loving it. They actually came out today, I believe. Peacock said it's their most binge shows to date on Peacock. Said it had something like 40 million viewers. Something crazy. The shit doing numbers. The gamers love it. Me personally, okay, earlier, I want to say last week, I cut it on You know, I was like, I ain't got nothing to watch. Let me check this out. Within the first 5 minutes, it was cringy. It was so fucking cringy. Anthony Mackie was cracking these jokes. The jokes was not hitting at all. It was cringy and corny. I cut the shit off.
Bro, it's his face, bro.
What is like? He got the little soft face.
But hold on, look.
He got an unserious look.
When I watched the show, I tweeted
so
out,
he
right?
Goofy looking.
Hold on, I tweeted out. I said 5 minutes into Twisted Metal, and I cut it off. This shit cringy as hell. I'll never forgive y'all for hyping this. I got crazy engagement on the tweet. People tagging me. They saying, "Nah, you tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. This shit is fire, bro." I did have a couple people keep it real. They said, "Nah, bro. If you don't like the first 5 minutes, you're not gonna like the show because it's the same shit." And a couple people agreed with me, but most people were saying I was wrong. So when we talked, I think it was on After Dark this past weekend. I think it was E-Rock brought it up. He said, "Why don't we just do a watch party?" So the past couple of days, y'all, we actually been watching the show in Discord, and I will say the show is not bad. It's not a bad show. It's not terrible. I'll let everybody talk and get their thoughts on what they've seen so far. But the show is not bad to me. I take back what I said. It's not a trash show. But that being said, I do not like Anthony Mackie in this show. I like him in Marvel. I like him in a couple other things he's been in. In this show particularly, he's just not doing it for me. The nigga, his comedic timing ain't right. When he's cracking jokes, it's just not funny. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his face. Maybe it's just the way he's delivering the lines. It's just not funny to me. It's not doing it. Sweet Tooth, I think, is cool. The way they did Sweet Tooth is really cool. I like Will Arnett. He's been in a lot of things that I fuck with. Overall, the show has some good jokes. The CGI is terrible, but I don't really care about that. And the action is cool. I've only seen what we seen 3 episodes yet in Discord.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Like that.
The show's not bad, bro. It's not trash. You know, but I'll let everybody else get their thoughts. Redpeg or Alex, whoever want to go first.
I can go real quick since I've only seen 1 episode. I'll say this: Anthony Mackie, no matter what that nigga is in, he is goofy looking. He doesn't say the lines correctly, and the nigga needs to do something about that jaw. What like the line delivery in this movie? I mean, this show is like it's like a fake Eddie Murphy. It's like, wait a minute, motherfucker, hold on. You want to do this? Like that's how this nigga's talking, like Norbit or some shit, like Rasputia. Like he is like. I'm gonna be honest. It seems like he's having fun with the role, but it's just Anthony Mackie. It's like when you get him in a film or a TV show, you just know what you're gonna get. I can't be mad at it. Even on Striking Vipers, when this nigga was getting tongue kissed by, he was like, "You want to do that to me?" Like this nigga's just goofy. He can't help it. That's just him. He corny.
Hold on, Redpeg. Drag E-Rock down.
People gonna be corny.
Right.
But I will say this. It's selling the world of Twisted Metal for me. It just off the first episode. I like it. I'm gonna try to watch it more. I don't know if I have the Peacock subscription on my TV at home, but I think it's cool. I'm not mad at the chase scenes. The Subaru cool. Is cool. Oh, is it me or who is that?
No, I see the Tyrek or Redpeg.
But I think the first episode was strong. I think the first episode was strong enough to make me want to keep watching it. I think the only thing that'll probably make me not really care for this is the fucking humor. Sweet Tooth look fire. Really excited to see what he does in the next few episodes. Y'all have seen episode 2 and 3, so y'all could probably fill me in on that. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
I will say, aside from the
real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad. Real quick. I think I will enjoy this more than The Last of Us because there is no quote unquote source material that we know it's stemming from as far as story.
I can see that. Jack mentioned that too.
Part of watching Last of Us was annoying because it's like we're seeing so many differences in this or that, or why they didn't do this and that when they could have done this and that the way that we know it to be, because The Last of Us is so cinematic. You know what I mean? Right. It could have been a shot for shot and we would have loved it all the way through. Now, of course, you're never going to get that. You're never going to get a shot for shot. But because this doesn't since they can be flexible with this, I'm buying it. I'm buying what they're selling.
Now, I will say, aside from the jokes that they've been cracking, there's actually been moments in the show that actually have made me laugh, like out loud. But it's typically like No, it's how can I say? It's like stuff that happens to characters. Like there's a scene where he's driving away and these niggas is chasing him, and one of the dudes gets on top of his car, and he pushes a button and a fucking minigun come out the car and shoot the nigga on the roof like in his asshole.
Oh yeah.
Like that shit made me laugh.
That CGI was terrible.
That's what kept me watching.
But
ass shots.
but shit like that is funny to me. But the jokes themselves, I ain't really fucking with it. But who else in here? E-Rock, you in here?
Oh.
Well, you can go ahead, Redpeg. Let's let Redpeg go first. Go ahead, Redpeg.
So I actually watched the first 2 episodes like a couple of nights ago. For a show that got like so much negativity, understandably, in the build up. I ain't gonna lie, I was enjoying it. It's fun if you turn your brain off, you know, basically no expectations. So you can only go you go up, okay.
Redpeg brain will stay on rest mode.
He never had to turn that motherfucker on. That's the crazy part.
He said rest mode. What the fuck?
I mean, you don't think
Your
when you
brain
eat,
was
bitch?
your
That's
brain
why you
was-
so
your
big
brain
now,
was
nigga.
sport mode the
The
whole
fuck?
time.
Maybe if you turned your brain on while eating, you wouldn't be that big, fat boy. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe if you turned that fucking brain on, you wouldn't be wearing a fucking size 40 pants, nigga. You ever thought about that?
I love when illiterate
Nigga?
assassin people tell me off. Keep going.
Yeah, fat boy.
Show.
Pretend I'm a corn dog, nigga. Come at me.
Oh, pause.
You don't want that.
Anyway.
You want to be in my mouth? You want to be in my mouth?
I'm not mad
Anyway,
at that one.
He gonna cover you in mustard.
anyway.
He said, "Come at me."
Anywho. You know, what I'm saying, this nigga fat boy fucked me up.
Turn your brain back on.
You said
My
it
bad,
surprised
yeah,
you.
let me do
Surprisingly good. Surprisingly good.
Oh
Smack
yeah,
yourself in the palm of the head, nigga.
surprisingly good,
Go
as
ahead,
I
yeah.
should say. What you say, fat boy?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
shut up, bitch.
Surprisingly lit.
Oh, what I was saying, I'm getting tired of all these TV shows being the PlayStation shows they choose to make the PlayStation games they choose to make shows of is like post-apocalyptic. I'm tired of it, honestly.
Yeah,
the next show we probably get is fucking Horizon, which is
another post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Most
We
of
have
PlayStation
Last
games,
of Us.
most of the
We have
PlayStation games are
Last of Us.
post-apocalyptic.
Fire.
Like we have
Yeah,
Last
but
of Us
Twisted Metal games aren't.
post-apocalyptic.
Twisted Metal games, from what I'm being
Yes, they-
told.
yes,
No, they are. No,
Yes, they are.
No.
Like, bro.
There's no.
Hold on, because I knew niggas was gonna combat me on this. I watched Colin Moriarty's podcast where he gave his review of the show, and he said
Oh yeah,
the original Twisted Metal games, they actually did not want them to be post-apocalyptic. He said the games actually take place in modern day. It's just a fucked up society, but it's not post-apocalyptic.
I mean,
The show-
this,
the show
this
introduced that
this
concept.
show is modern day, but it's fucked up.
is.
This show.
But you can say
Fam,
something to this game though.
Fam,
I mean, for the show.
anytime society
Yeah,
is
they-
like
they
that,
was
that
eating
means some
dog
shit has
food.
happened. Like some apocalyptic shit has happened for them to be just.
He
killing people
based
with
on what he
murder
was saying, it
cars.
was their thought process was it's regular society is just they put these people into this fucked up tournament, but it's not like, oh, the world ended. Like, no, niggas is still living regular lives. It's just this
Oh,
is a
it's
tournament.
like,
yeah, by the way, that joke was funny. By the way, the dog food joke, I like that one. Tonight we feast. I like that. That made me
Oh
laugh.
yeah,
That's
with
first time
the
I'm laughing.
pedigree.
Or what about the one where they
Yeah.
had the niggas marinating in teriyaki sauce? I thought that was.
Damn,
Yeah,
I
like-
used to watch that
He
video.
put-
y'all like the visual. Y'all like the
He
visual
put
gag.
lemon pepper on the dude. He seasoned it with lemon pepper.
None of the jokes are funny, bro. They're all cheesy one-liners. None of them. are
Yeah,
funny.
it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that.
I didn't find out one funny.
Oh,
that oral one
what I
that
was
Jack
saying?
was
Oh
slapping.
yeah,
That
Jack
shit-
was dying at the oral joint.
That shit funny, bro.
It was his delivery.
Um,
Did you ask me for oral? Come on, dog.
Nigga, that shit had me
Come
rolling.
on, dog.
dog. God damn.
Bro.
None of that.
Oh, what I was
shit
saying. Fucking the show cool. I'm just tired of all the post-apocalyptic fucking shows we getting. Last of Us, Horizon coming up next. This.
Do you just not
Video
want them to
games-
make like shows about games?
Video games are
or
like-
different games.
No, video
Most of
games
they
are so
games-
diverse.
Apocalyptic, bro.
Son, they got. Oh, you might be right, but like
Yeah,
God of War,
exactly,
that's gonna be
exactly,
interesting.
exactly.
Bro, y'all would be bored as hell.
God of
if we
War
got
might
a
be
Grand
right. They
Theft
could do
Auto
it.
show.
Well, John, they move.
If we got like a Grand Theft Auto show, it'd have to be funny as hell for niggas to care.
Nigga, in God of
Yeah,
War is in Norse
that
mythology. Them niggas on
They-
fucking canoe boats.
Like
with
Ratchet and
fucking-
Clank, they got
Canoe
man,
boats.
Ghost
And
of
got a
Ratchet
Tsushima
and
Ghost of
Clank is in
movie.
space.
Y'all know.
Hey, but they made a Gran Turismo movie, by the way. Oh, by
You
the
want
way,
a Ghost of
this is good.
Tsushima show? Ain't they making
no,
that?
no, Alex.
another
The
Ratchet
ghost.
and
The,
Clank?
It's a
the
movie.
ghost. The
It's a movie.
director of John Wick is doing Ghost of Tsushima.
So it's gonna be like Sisu.
Are we
He's
already
doing a
supposed to
movie.
dismember it?
He's on the movie.
He had in John.
It's gonna be rated R, so yeah, we should.
Did y'all watch that trailer of that John Wick universe show?
Bing bong, bing bong.
Woman.
Not today. It came out today. I didn't watch it today. Not the new one.
I don't want to see it.
Watch that. That shit looks shit looks booty.
It looks bad or good?
Booty.
It's a prequel, I think. I think it's a prequel.
I only want to see John Wick.
Wick, so
I only want to see the Baba Yaga.
But yeah, Redpeg, you done with your thoughts?
man. Video games so unique and diverse, man. We need more.
Not really, not
different-
anymore.
We just need.
I mean, this show is different than.
It's not a post-apocalyptic show. I mean, it's cool.
So you don't like the time
Yeah.
period. You just don't like shit set in that time.
Yeah, I
The
don't like
synopsis
that
of this
either.
show and Last of Us are very, very similar.
But see,
Similar,
Jack,
yep.
we can get to that, but that's part of my complaint. I feel like they took an easy route. They took something that's already established and adapted it to Twisted Metal instead of just doing something original.
That's what I'm saying. This show is cool.
It's not,
like,
but if you,
it's not gonna win no Emmys. It's not gonna win no
if you-
Emmys or anything. It's just
I just
If
see
you
what
watch
y'all
it-
meant, like a carrier taking good. I just realized that
Yeah,
You're
it's
on a
literally,
journey
the
from
basic
Apocalypse where
premise
you
of
got a
Last of Us, but
companion.
applied to Twisted Metal.
you're a milkman. Yeah, I just
But
realized that.
That's what I'm
if you
saying.
watch,
It's just
if
another
you watch this
post-apocalyptic
entire
show.
season, they're setting up for a different plot, though.
Okay, that's cool.
I just,
Man,
I
how many
just hope-
episodes is it?
I just hope
9,
Horizon
10?
don't. I just hope Horizon don't follow this.
I really want to finish
The
the show
same
so
story
y'all
beats.
can have a spoilers talk next episode.
So the Twisted Metal game is pretty much is just a tournament, and then the dude Calypso, which I guess he like Satan or some shit, or you work with Satan. He grants you like 3 wishes or whatever, grant you your wildest wish. Like if that was the first season, I don't know if people would have been fucking with. I'm gonna be honest.
Now I feel like if the visual, because that's the one Twisted Metal Black, right, where he pulls him out of jail and says, "If y'all do
that's
if
Asylum.
y'all
Yeah,
win,
yeah.
Ain't that a reboot?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the synopsis of literally
There's an
every game.
Easter egg to that towards the end of the series, so I don't want to spoil it.
Hold on,
But-
you finished the show, Tyrek?
No, I just know what happens towards the end. Like the Calypso thing doesn't appear, but there's a thing that happens at the end where like people who played the game are gonna like recognize.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I
And
heard that people's like, yeah.
Yeah, so next season is gonna be like the actual Twisted Metal that you actually knew growing up. This is more of like a
I mean, well, that's the spoiler. I mean, you
this is
pretty
more
much.
like a prequel thing.
Oh God darn it, Tyrek.
Yeah, people say if they play the game, you basically.
I mean,
know
all
how
right. Well,
this
y'all already said
gonna
what's
end.
gonna happen.
No, he did not.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's
Yes,
gonna
he
happen.
did.
Relax, no, he did not. What
He
the
literally
heck?
All
got
he
it.
said, all he said was the Twisted Metal, you know.
He said next
Yeah,
season
yeah.
is gonna be the twist.
Okay.
I'm so glad his mic cut out. Don't
He's
say
saying,
it. Don't
he's saying,
say
leave it
it.
at that. Don't spoil. Leave it
Don't
at
say-
that.
y'all trying so hard to spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Hey, Tyrek, let us spoil. Don't he? This ain't the first time he done spoiled some shit, man.
Man.
I don't know what he spoiled. And
Tyrek
Jack's
was like,
really
I ain't gonna
trying to
spoil it, but Twisted Metal's next season. Like, goddamn.
Like, probably Jack. That's it.
I mean, it's not a huge spoiler. I mean, you can see where the fuck.
I mean, who gives a shit about the story for real? We watching this shit for
But
real.
they still
You see where the show was
talk
going.
about what to expect, nigga. Next topic.
I know. What the hell?
Let me just say this.
Niggas hanging it.
Hey, man, might as well. Man. No.
Everyone dies.
Did anybody else have anything they wanted to add about the show?
Great show.
Nah, I've only seen episode
No, we
one.
need
Y'all
to
make-
finish it.
I want to go. I
Oh.
need to watch the.
I saw the whole season.
Wait,
Y'all are being too
wait.
rough on it. Amazing show.
I wanna
Wait,
talk about some of
wait,
these spoilers
wait.
about Talk to Me because Alice said
Hold on,
it was
wait.
good.
Wait, I want to talk. I have to talk about PlayStation's own. We PlayStation fans are here.
Okay.
Gran Turismo,
Oh my god.
based on a true story.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You the only one that
Ain't
seen
that,
it.
ain't,
Great
that next, ain't that
movie.
next week? Ain't that next week?
Keep it short.
Well,
I
I
mean,
seen it
if-
early today. Great movie.
Alex, were you gonna go see it?
No, nah.
I don't think
Fuck
nobody's
y'all.
going to see it, Jack. I don't think nobody's
Fuck
going to see
y'all.
it except for
So
Red
I
Pick.
got a question about
Fuck
this
all
movie, though,
y'all.
Red Pick.
Jack, you go see it, Jack.
I'll see you next week.
I got a question
This
about
movie.
this
This
movie.
movie is. Yeah, go ahead.
Apparently, it's based off a true story, but they saying in the true story somebody died or some people died. And
No,
they didn't touch on
no,
that. Is that true?
no, they did. They did touch on it actually.
I guess they said they
People
kind of
that people mad they didn't touch on it a lot. He started crying and all that because he killed somebody.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wait,
Whoa, you
Direct-
spoiling that?
directed-
You spoiling
and-
the shit, man.
Spoiler. Oh, now I'm not gonna
Oh.
go see it. Now I know
But
the
the
That shit
but the
happened-
wreck.
that shit happened.
If y'all play Gran Turismo, y'all see the
It's in the
track he
trailer.
wrecked on. It's like, oh shit. If y'all play the game, like the track, just like
What-
this little. It's
what
fucking fire.
cafe
The
mission
wreck-
was that one? What cafe mission?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Hey, I don't want to
was
spoil it
probably
for
in
you,
the
man.
game
I don't
Did
want
I-
to spoil it for you.
Did you have to do the mission in a Prius, nigga, and so you could unlock another car?
Hey,
Fuck that
hey,
mission structure. I did
hey.
not
Oh,
like it.
I'ma just say-
actually, you know, it's a little Easter egg. You do start off with a shitty little car in the movie.
LOL.
Good movie. The visual effects, sound effects. You should got to see this in Dolby. Fucking fires, beautifully shot, really good looking movie. It's a lot of nods to PlayStation. Who's the nigga name that made this game? I forgot his name.
David Jaffe.
Something
Seth
Yomi
Rogen?
or some shit.
Is he in it?
He in the game.
Don't hurt
Cliff in it,
yourself.
yeah, he in the movie. I just say
Nigga said
Yomi. Y'all know what I'm talking
Miyamoto.
about. Soka Yomi, whatever the fuck his name is. He
What
in the
the
movie.
hell?
I went to the movie with low expectations. You know,
Fuck.
it's actually good. It get the feels. It's an underdog story, so you know who don't like underdog story. But that's the issue with the movie. It's predictable. You know, you seen one underdog story.
Hey man,
you've
y'all
seen them
gotta
all.
start giving fucking synopsis of these movies too, man. I don't know what the fuck you talking
See,
about.
I
that's
just
the
told
thing.
you, nigga. What the
He-
fuck? I don't want to
Fam,
spoil it for you.
You
I
said
mean,
it's an underdog story. That ain't cool.
to be
Okay,
fair,
it's an underdog
we
story.
done seen
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
Gran
give you- all
Turismo
right, look.
trailer.
The synopsis
Okay,
is in the
okay.
fucking trailer. You get a bunch
We done
of
seen the
Trailer,
trailer a
dang.
million times,
But
nigga. They done beat us
y'all-
over the head.
Okay,
Hold on,
okay.
hold
So
on,
here's the
hold on,
deal.
hold
So
on.
here's the
Wait a minute,
deal.
wait,
So here's the deal.
wait,
He's a
wait.
gamer. Okay.
You're assuming that people watch the trailer to this movie.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis. He's a gamer, right? He's a gamer. He wants to be a racer. Blah blah blah. His dad wanted to do other shit. So they sent out a little tournament.
God.
He one of the best racers in the world. You know.
So a gamer has aspirations of being a race car driver against his father's wishes, and he hears about a tournament being held. Go ahead, Redpeg. You got to bring your brain-
Yeah.
turn your
He
brain
won the
back
best
on,
in the
nigga.
world.
Come on,
He won the
get
best in the
with it.
world. He gets selected. He goes on a training. You know, he racing people in the world don't respect sim racers, and that's a whole. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it's a whole thing.
don't have to
It's really
spoil it.
based on a true story. The new name Yan or some shit.
Yeah,
Gang,
it's
gang.
Jan or
I
something.
mean Yan or some shit. Yeah, he mixed as hell. His mama white as fuck.
Now, did you have to add?
Daddy
Did you have
black as
to
hell
add
though.
that?
Daddy black as heck. So yeah, so it's actually a black movie, Black History Month movie. If we being real, a Black History Month movie. So Alex, you should go see. You know you about that fake
But why
black
you pointing me
positivity.
out?
So yeah, y'all should go see it. I don't want to spoil the movie. That's why I ain't want, you know.
Great movie review. Great movie review.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 out of 10. You know, because it's predictable.
Pretty good.
What did Redpeg say? Would recommend?
Nigga says a digger drive and his daddy black. 7 out of 10.
He trained for Gran Turismo to train.
Hey,
Hey, movie got
Jack.
certified. Movie got certified.
Hey Jack, my hot dog had ketchup on it. What you rated?
Just next time before you want to bring up a movie topic, just write 3 or 4 sentences of what you want to say about it, man.
Hey,
This
my
nigga
hot
did
dog.
the synopsis.
I put ketchup. I put ketchup on my hot dog, nigga. What you rated? I put ketchup on my hot dog, nigga. What you rated?
0 out of 10, bitch.
Stick what you good at,
another
nigga. Stick to food reviews, nigga. Stick to food reviews, nigga.
Hey,
That's
it's gonna be long. It's gonna be better than that synopsis you just gave, nigga. It's a nigga that want to drive, but I think he a gamer, but his daddy
Hey, it was a
don't love him.
good. It was a good one. That was me not trying to spoil it, nigga. But
I spoiled it, but the nigga
you can review food without spoiling, nigga. That's 2 different games, nigga.
You literally spoiled a movie at the beginning. You said it's an underdog story, rags to riches, and then say you don't want to spoil it, nigga. We see it.
Nigga, that's in the fucking trailer. What's the spoiler about that? What's spoiling about that? And you going into the movie knowing that?
So it's Slumdog Millionaire on the train.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's known knowledge. You could go look up that rec on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
Wow. So you could. Oh man. Did you watch it on YouTube?
After I seen the movie, yes.
Okay. Now
Yes,
this is
after I
a
seen the
this
movie.
this is a side topic I want to mention since we talked about Twisted Metal and Gran Turismo. So far, how do y'all feel about these PlayStation live action projects? Like we got Uncharted, Last of Us, Twisted Metal. How do y'all feel about it so far? And what do y'all think? Do y'all think they're gonna? Let me say this. So far,
PlayStation on the road.
regardless of how certain fans feel about it, they've been successful. Do y'all think they will continue to be successful?
I mean, they were so far. I mean, Uncharted movie it wasn't anything special, but it wasn't like horrible. It was just okay. I think Last of Us
did decent in the box office too.
Yeah, like Last of Us, as a gamer, like who played the game, I wouldn't give it anything above a 7, but it wasn't a bad show. Twisted Metal, I mean, everything's been decent. They haven't had a hit. Last of Us had like a hit. Like they're getting Emmys and shit. So for other people, that show was like a mega hit. But they
And
haven't.
it did crazy numbers for HBO too. Crazy.
It doesn't have a miss. They haven't had like a What's a good example of a bad IP movie? They haven't had a Resident Evil.
Halo.
Halo was bad. Resident Evil was a good one.
So if they maybe we should probably give God of War and Horizon a chance.
But see, you know, it's funny, Tarek. The one I'm worried about is God of War. They starting from the new.
I'm worried about that too.
Trilogy was not trilogy. They started from the new games. They're not starting from the
most
trilogy.
people play the new games as the old one. The old one, the new one.
Nah, that's not true.
2018 outsold all the God of Wars before it came out.
I mean, I guess, but the series is really known for the original
trilogy. We know it. The new people or the people who are gonna watch the show know it from the 2018 show.
But that's general because more games just sell more today.
But even then though, getting 20 million on that game that's different. That's why I feel like most of the kids and shit, they're gonna God of War. They go back and look at the old God of War 2 and God of War 1. They're not gonna give a fuck.
What would you rather see, Tarek?
I'd rather let them go back to the beginning, but I see why they're going with 2018. It's just
look. Here's my,
nah, that I don't like that. That's you skipping so much.
You know what they're gonna probably do? They're probably gonna have flashbacks of each episode.
I can see that.
And then flashbacks each of the like him killing Zeus and shit like that. But I think they're doing a pretty good job.
And also, this is just dumb. Like you could just make more seasons of that. You can have like 5 seasons of God of War.
It's gonna cost a lot of money. I don't think they want to do that.
I mean, Amazon making it.
Yeah,
right?
But the thing is, that's why I said the Amazon, their budget is how I don't think they Lord of the Rings type of budget where like they're spent like $1 billion or more. Like
it's gonna have a good.
But if they're putting in maybe $200 million, $300 million, I'm confident that they're gonna have enough technology and the people working on the VFX to make it look good. If Amazon, it's not gonna look like shit.
But see, you saying that's not gonna make the show good because we seen that with that Lord of the Rings show. It was beautiful, but it was boring.
So that there's nothing. How can they really fuck the story up?
I mean, they fucked up Lord of the Rings.
It's a possibility
because they made shit up in that Lord of the Rings show. Like that was a totally different thing. They had people's internal politics influence the show. I feel like with God of War, like you really can't do that. Just like the story's already there. 2018, the shit just came out. Tolkien wrote all that shit 50, 60, 70 years ago. That's different. This shit just came out like 2018 was 6 years ago. So I don't think they're gonna have an issue with the story being boring if everyone played 2018. I feel like they're actually out of all the shows, I feel like that would go more beat for beat than anything else. So I think the God of War show will be pretty good. Horizon, I'm not really sure what the fuck they're gonna do with that. I don't know. The thing is with that, I feel like who's doing it? Netflix?
Netflix is doing that one.
Yeah, but that's
if I'm y'all, I'm very worried
Netflix
because
cheap.
Netflix love to cancel shit.
Yep.
It's not canceling the CGI
and they cheap.
That shit gonna get one season, bro. I'm telling you, that shit getting one season.
Unless they hit out the park with the story, like you know, Juan don't like the story. Maybe they make the story more palatable for people, and the story hits, and then the next season they improve on anything. But I'm kind of skeptical. But I feel like they had a good start. I mean, people thought these shows were gonna be complete fucking dog shit when they announced it. Like people in here even thought that Gran Turismo, yeah.
You know, it's funny.
Twisted Metal seemed like it was gonna be DOA.
I feel like for the Horizon show, they're gonna focus more on like before, like what's her name, Elizabeth? No,
They'll probably do back and forth flashbacks type shit.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna focus more on the before
robots. I think
like have the same actress play 2 different versions. You know how they do.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna do that.
I think highlight of
that'll be interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can go.
No, go ahead.
No, I think the highlight of since they started off for the 2018 story from the 2018 game is when he fought, what was his name, Ballgate or whatever.
Oh, you talking about Baldur?
Yeah. I think the highlight like of this show is probably gonna be like kind of The Last of Us if they don't fuck it up. Is when he fought him because
that fight in live action might go crazy.
Yeah, but they had to do this CGI great though. They had
but
to
see
do
that's my biggest concern with the God of War show specifically is how it's going to look. depending how they do it, it could either look really good or it could come off as like really fucking cheesy. Like I gotta think about it, bro. We finna see a grown man in white body paint. That shit might look ass. I don't know, but it might not.
Yeah, they gotta make him look tall as fuck because Kratos like,
I think,
like 8, 9.
He's 8 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The thing is, with good CGI and like some, practical effects, they can do it. Like it can be done. It's just that they need to spend the time to do it.
Okay, but who do y'all think they should get to play Kratos?
Bautista, right?
What?
I can see Batista, either Batista or. See, Jason Momoa be in every fucking thing.
What they have to do is get some big ass.
And Jason Momoa not gonna want to cut his hair off to play that role. Where they can put a ball cap on him.
What they could do is just get a big ass, no name Swedish motherfucker. Let that dude play the guy.
Nah.
And get someone else to voice that. They could do that.
I can see Batista doing it though. I can see Batista doing it.
But I'd rather than get a no name person. They don't need
people. They say some people are saying Triple H, but Triple H out there.
He's old, isn't he? Old?
He's not that good of an actor.
I mean, but Kratos is old.
Was it?
His body's like young though.
Wasn't Triple H's first and last movie the fucking Blade Trinity?
Yeah, it was when he holy shit, it was. That was like 10 years ago.
And if Kratos don't look like Kratos, this show is gonna be hard to watch.
That's my thing. Like,
I mean,
the story might be cool, but the visuals.
Joe and Ellie.
Well, Last of Us had good visuals. People issue with Last of Us wasn't the visuals; it was other shit. For me, it's for God of War. It's like it all hinges on the visuals, dog. Because that movie is based in fantasy, so I mean, it's the game.
It's expensive.
That's one of the shows. Yeah, that's one of the shows they should have did like CGI for like.
Like even Horizon, they can kind of get away with it because they're not going to show fucking robot animals every single scene. So there'll be some scenes where they can.
I think they'll be practical.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So they can get away with Horizon, make it'll
look CGI for that probably won't be too crazy. And I don't know. Those two shows though are really, really going to be like ambitious. Like if they put the money towards, if Netflix puts the money towards them, it might look good. I mean, Netflix got the resources, but as Warthog said, they just fucking lazy. They don't really give a fuck too much.
And they're so quick to cancel shit. Like the minor, bro. If let's say the show gets fucking 200 million watchers. If it don't get a 250, they canceling it. Like they so fucking picky in the way that they pick and choose.
They be penny.
Horizon's done pop as much as y'all niggas don't want to admit it. The shit sold a lot of fucking copies, so people. Oh my god, people might watch the shit. I'm
just saying, it's going to depend on the show, man. I don't know. That shit might. We're gonna see. But
I'm not watching that dog shit.
I will say, me personally, I am looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know. They making a movie. Part of me, I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather have a movie or a show, but either way, the nigga that did John Wick is doing it right there is a good sign. That tells me that the action
remember that
is going to be top tier.
Y'all remember that Marco Polo show on Netflix?
Yeah, I like that show.
Did you like it? I feel like that's how
I liked it.
Ghost would have benefited like us.
My show with Ghost.
It wasn't very historical. It wasn't very historically accurate, but it was a good show.
My show with Ghost of
Is that shit still on Netflix?
I don't think so. Ghost of Tsushima is like
they took it off.
That shit's gonna remind me of Last Samurai, and I feel like people are gonna wait. I watched this movie before, and it's gonna be fucking Last Samurai.
Okay, I forgot about it.
I don't know. It has been a while since we got a samurai movie though. But in Hollywood, I should say, in Hollywood, it's been a while. The last one I can think of was 47 Ronin, and that shit flopped. That was like 2014. I
feel like samurai movies don't hit unless they're animated.
Depends. We'll see. I mean, if they can make it so that it appeals to fans of John Wick, I think they got an audience.
It took Tom Cruise.
You put John Wick's violence with a more serious story.
Tom Cruise make a samurai movie hit, bro, and he's a white guy. It's like they gotta pick.
Oh my
god! I don't know who the fuck they're gonna pick. Are they gonna pick the same guy they pick in every movie and put him in there? You know exactly what I'm talking about too, because this picture popped up right in your head.
Nigga, I just hope the movie not.
You talking about the dad from John Wick, the Japanese dad?
Is he gonna be Jin Sakai? Because that's like the only person I think they can pick.
Nah, but he too old to play Jin. He can play Jin's dad.
him a ball. He played Uncle. Yeah, he played
Or the
Uncle.
uncle. Or the uncle. I can see that.
He's
Bro, Tyrek,
hoping...
you know he in the movie. The movie ain't even cast. You know he in the movie, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like they need a big time actor to play Jin to draw people to the movie. I don't think people are gonna care. I think.
What if they put fucking Shang-Chi?
He doesn't even look like him though.
If they put Shang-Chi as just the guy, oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
I'm hoping the movie not completely in Japanese.
Shang-Chi's father, he could be a villain or some shit. I don't fucking know.
What you say, Redpeg?
As long as the movie not in full Japanese, nigga, I don't have to read subtitles for 2 hours, nigga.
The game was better. Did you play that shit in English, Redpeg, by any chance? The game?
Fucking right, I did.
You're fucking crazy.
You played it in Japanese?
Of course.
We a weeb, yo.
Nobody did. That's weird.
Because it sounded better that way.
Nah, but
I did switch over to the Japanese voices, and they did sound good.
It sounded better, and then the only thing is because I don't know, the Mongols' voices didn't sound good in fucking English. They sounded fucking stupid.
How?
They didn't sound.
They don't even speak Japanese.
They don't,
right?
but the thing is, like they recorded them. Their English lines were just dumb. That's why I switched everything over.
Cause they, I ain't played because the lip syncing was. Well, you played the PS4 version. You played the PS4 version in Japanese.
I played the 5. I didn't play Ghost of Tsushima until later in the year when they released the 5 version.
Okay, but that's when they added the lip syncing shit.
Yeah, I played it in a way better state.
Okay, you played when the DLC came.
Yeah, I just don't think I think gamers love Ghost of Tsushima. I don't think that should be a big draw to people. I don't think people like the general public gonna give a fuck.
The story is nothing crazy in that.
That's what I'm trying to say. And also, samurai movies don't hit well in America like that. Like for gamers, yes, but for the general public, they're gonna be like, oh, another Chinese movie, or even though it's not Chinese, but they're gonna the American public is dumb. They're gonna it's another.
But see, that's why I said, if they can find a way to appeal to the John Wick fan base, that's a built-in fan base. I think
they gotta put a white guy in it. That's serious. They gotta put a white guy in it to star in the show. People are gonna be.
So it's gonna be like so it's gonna be like Sisu is gonna be like from the makers of John Wick. It's gonna be like
I don't know. We will see. I will say, speaking on this whole live action shit, as for going back to Last of Us for a second, you know, when the show originally came out, even before it came out, I definitely had my Last of Us cape on. But after watching the show and I got time to like sit on it and think back on what I watched, I like the show, but I don't think it's like all that. To me, the show is 8 out of 10. Good. Like, it's a good show, but it's not as good or better than the game. The game is still superior. Now, granted, there are still a lot of like takes that people had and opinions that I disagree with. I feel like I went the wrong way about voicing that disagreement. You know, I was going crazy on niggas. So but I already apologized for that in the previous video. But I say all that to say, Last of Us, the season 2, let me put it this way. The way niggas was nitpicking season 1, that's gonna be me for season 2. Because The Last of Us 2 is not only better than Last of Us 1, The Last of Us 2 is one of my favorite games of all time now. And I think it's a better game than The Last of Us 1. So it's a very high bar for me personally. Season 2 has to up the violence. And the reason for that is not just because I want to see more violence. It's because the violence is a big theme of The Last of Us 2 specifically. It's the reason why that game is so gory and grotesque and violent is it's a story reason for that. So for them to shy away from that in the show, to me, would be a big disappointment and, you know, a disservice. They've already stated, and we gotta wait and see what happened. But they've already stated that there will be more zombies, more infected in season 2.
I believe when I see it.
Right, we're gonna have to see what they really cooking. But my biggest thing is gonna be them getting that story right, them getting that violence right. But yeah, season two, I got my magnifying glass. I'm gonna be nitpicking the fuck. We're gonna be in the trenches.
So, do you think they're gonna pull the trigger on that moment in the first episode?
No, not episode 1. No.
They played the game. The people watch it.
But
Okay, y'all
could
think
be
they gonna
wrong.
kill?
I could
Y'all
be
think they
wrong.
gonna kill?
I could be wrong. Maybe they do episode.
That has to be the first episode.
That's gonna piss
That has
people
to be the
off.
first scene. That can't be. They have to draw people in again.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
also-
Tyreek make a good point.
That's the whole motivation of the game though. And
that would be a good way to end.
Frozen.
That'd be a good way to end episode 1. Like it literally ends with that nigga.
Open it episode 1 like that to show how crazy the season's gonna be. What better way?
They can't open a show like that. No,
yes, they can, because then people are, holy shit, what the fuck? And then you hook the rest of the episode. Now you have to watch how that shit turns out. If you want to end the episode, I think then people are gonna end up predicting that Joel's gonna.
I just pictured it in my head with Tyreek talk. Okay, look.
An episode that his head
Hold on,
getting bashed in.
The episode comes on. It's black. All you hear is Joe. You hear a sound. The nigga getting his head beat in, and you hear Joel saying like, and then they show the camera opens up, and you see the nigga on the floor bloody, and then it cuts to flashback like before the shit happened, and they tell you, and they through the episode they show you how it gets there. That'd be kind of fire, actually, Tyreek. I can see that.
Honestly, I think it would be better if they actually end the episode with that, like him getting his fucking brains beaten the fuck out. Just because I feel like not only will it like be like a climax for that episode, kind of like how the beginning of the episode wasn't like that in the last game. But no, it just basically be the climax of that episode, and it'll get hooked on you from the show. I mean, not the show, but the season. I do like your idea one time. That is really cool, but I think it'd be better if they just end episode 1 with fucking Joe getting him beat the fuck up, basically.
I think that would be cool too.
I think people are gonna predict that's gonna happen though. I think people are gonna look shit up. I feel like if you just open the episode, it's yes, we know it's gonna happen, but I feel like if you open an episode like that, you can't. You're riding an emotional high. Well, not us, because we know what the fuck happens, but everybody else is like, yo, what the fuck? Why did they kill this nigga? Then you have to finish the whole episode. Then I feel like you're gonna start off strong, and then now you're more hooked into it, and now you gotta see what happens next week. Gotta watch first. You gotta finish the episode because you gotta see how the fuck did they get to that point.
Okay, yeah. So you think they're gonna like start it off like how One Time said it, and then like it'll just the whole episode 1 is just leading to him getting beat the fuck up, basically.
And then you end it, and then you go into the Ellie and Abby thing, and then you go. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They're probably my thing is I feel like they kind of handle this well. I'm not sure they're gonna do Ellie episode, Abby episode, Ellie episode, Abby episode until they finish. That may throw some people off, but I think if they do Ellie, then Abby, people are gonna be like, you're gonna kind of divide like the fan base watching it because people are like, well, I like watching Ellie, and we didn't see Ellie in 3 fucking episodes, and then people who like Abby,
well, you know what,
forever until you see Abby.
Something they mentioned about doing season 1. They said because you're not playing these characters, they have the advantage with a TV show of showing you different points of views in a single episode. So that's why, for example, the episode where they're in Kansas City, you get to see scenes with Joel and Ellie, and then they'll transition to a scene with Sam and Henry. They could do something similar with season 2 where they show you scenes with Ellie and Dina, and then they'll flip the next scene to what Abby's up to. I think that might be a better structure than doing entire episodes with just one character. But I don't know. As far as what you guys are saying about how they'll open or end the show, me personally, I love when TV shows end on not necessarily cliffhangers, but like what the fuck moments. Like when the show has a final scene that leaves like my jaw drop, and then the credits come on. I love that shit. So I can see them doing something like that too. But I don't know.
Also, off topic, Redpeg, there's no way you got that much ketchup out of 2 packets.
Definitely did.
It's fucking insane. What the fuck?
But he squeezed the shit out of that.
Bro, what?
That is a lot of ketchup. Wow.
That's not a lot of ketchup.
Bro,
I feel like I didn't put enough.
Packets, god damn.
Not enough.
I feel like I really feel like I ain't put enough.
Yeah, but I feel like that show, the media loves it already. Like they fell in like because of the strawberry damn scene, that whole episode 3 shit. But I feel like it's a media darling now. Like there's nothing they really can do to fuck up season 2. Like as long as they follow the story beats of the game.
Not for general audiences, but for me, absolutely they can fuck up.
But they kind of already established that they don't give a fuck what we care about as gamers. Like they kind of like Neil said it already. Like
yeah, I mean we not giving them Emmys, so
that's why I'm like whatever new season 2, people are already in love with the fucking show, so they're good.
So the nigga Neil said, "I don't like this story. I gotta tell, nigga."
I can't wait for the nigga to get fired. Please fire him.
Why? Nah, you tripping, nigga.
He's like the Kojima of today. He's the modern day Kojima.
Tyrek. You blaming Neil for the show. It's really not his fault. It's the other nigga. The other nigga.
I'm blaming Neil for factions and shit. Fuck him.
Nigga, fuck factions. We don't care about that shit. As long as the single player games coming out good, we happy.
Oh my! I can't wait. Oh my god! Someone go.
Tyrek, you don't care about facts.
Matter of fact, to even add on to that,
I do care.
Hold on,
Tyrek. Shut up.
You blaming Neil for factions? He's not even the game director on factions. That's not his fault.
He's not the game director.
Yeah, but I feel like he has something to do with factions not shipping on Last of Us. I feel like his dumbass was like,
because it wasn't ready. It was broken. You wanted a broken game.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No. They said it was too ambitious. I guess that's
nigga. The shit leaked. They had niggas falling to the map.
I know what happened. Neil was like, I want my game to be single player only. I want them only to focus on my game. And then he's an egotistical bastard too. I can't wait for that nigga to leave.
Why?
Well, he's the fucking vice president, so you gotta deal with
that. Yep, he leading the studio now, baby. He basically the president.
Right,
yeah. Ain't he the president?
No, he's the vice president.
Who the president?
The other dude, the other white guy. The white guy.
No.
Evan Wells, some shit.
Yeah,
he retired. Evan Wells retired though. Oh, never mind. Yeah, right.
It's one of them other white people. I don't know his name. But that's all the topics I had this week, y'all. Now let me tell the chat. We've been talking behind the scenes. Some of y'all might have heard on After Dark. We spitballing ideas, brainstorming. Right now, the current thought is to do a bi-weekly show. So, for example, we did one tonight.
Oh shit! I've been muted this whole time.
The thought is to not do a show next week, but the following week, where we would talk about specialized topics, fan topics, or if we can all agree on maybe just a fun topic to talk about and center the show around that, rather than doing movie reviews every single time that we come to y'all. That would give us a little bit more, it would just make it more fun, especially for us to talk about it and for y'all to listen. So, maybe like, for example, one episode to be movie reviews, the next episode to be a side topic, and then back to movie reviews for the next episode, so on and so forth. But did y'all want to add on to any of that?
Yeah, or the idea of saving our movie reviews for the end of the month. More like, okay, this was September in review. That way it also gives everyone a chance to go see the movie, so they don't have to worry about spoilers from us. Yeah, and that could be a dedicated episode where it's like we can spend all the time to get our takes out. Now, of course, that's gonna take us making sure we got our notes right. So, because when you ain't, a lot of times these reviews are easy because we just saw the shit like a few days ago, so a lot of things are fresh on our mind and stuff like that. But I do think it'll allow for us to have way more, a bigger variety of topics. That's not just a review every time we get on here and talk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, then we can have like more interactive discussions between us as members and whoever the guests are, like about, because I know when we talk about movies and stuff, we could get in this monotonous tone. Not monotonous, but like reviewing a movie. I mean, we do it 2 or 3 movies. I don't think the whole podcast should probably be just us reviewing stuff. I think discussions.
On top of that, you getting 4 or 5 opinions on the same movie.
Yeah. I feel like discussions about like random stuff, like how certain things are shot, like certain movie tropes. That stuff I think is interesting. Like that's for good conversation and stuff like that. The movie review is always going to be there. I feel like that's of course never going to go away. But I feel like making the entire podcast just movie reviews probably isn't the best way, because I feel like to make ourselves stand out between other people, because there's just channels built on just movie reviews. They don't really talk about everything else about movies and like the ins and outs and the minute details and stuff like that. And I feel like to separate ourselves from everybody else is to talk about those little minute details that other people probably don't have, like, I don't know, don't really care to talk about. And I feel like people in the audience will probably like, they could also recommend stuff. Like maybe they want a trope that we want to talk about. They could recommend a trope and we talk about that, stuff like that. Or stuff we don't like. Or like,
let me,
yeah.
and I can touch on that fan involvement. What we want to do, y'all, is we want to start putting out polls to kind of see, like Wonton said, what topics y'all want us to talk about. Another thing is, what movies do y'all want us to go and see? So I've had people on Twitter, I've had people on the YouTube comment section, I've had people even DM me on Discord that say, hey, I think y'all should go watch this movie. I think y'all should go watch that movie. So we want to be able to have like a space for y'all to put suggestions in, and we can all go watch it, and we can even have a movie stream night or whatever in Discord and come back and give our thoughts on it. Another thing we trying to do is have retrospective topics where, like Tyrek said, speaking on movie tropes, ideas, or niche ass movies. Like, one thing I thought of today at work, I was like, we should have like a deep dive on movies that were cult classics, like The Human Centipede, or fucking I had like 2 or 3 movies in my mind, but y'all remember when them shits dropped, they didn't go to the theaters. They was like in the bottom of Netflix. You had to go find that bitch, and everyone just happened to see it eventually because it was so left field.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Another thing, I think it'd be funny if we did once a week, if we if we went on Tubi and found like a terrible movie and watched it. I think that shit would be funny. I don't know if we want to do like a community, y'all want to come and watch this dumb shit, or we just come back and say, here's some Tubi trash that we watched, or maybe we could do hidden gems where we all, once a week, all of us go find a movie on Netflix or a streaming service or whatever and say like, okay, I found this. Like, I remember when I first watched The Platform on Netflix, before it was like #1 movie, like before it was everyone knows what The Platform is. I stumbled upon that shit in the new movie section, bro. I was like, this shit is fucking fire. You see what I'm saying? And Netflix has those little tiny movies that just get no light on them. I also want us to try and do some a topic saying this or that needs to be stopped. I want like a segment for us to be able to get our shit off type shit, right? It could be anything where, it could be like a whole, I've been noticing this lately, y'all got to stop this, whether it be an actor, whether it be a movie, a motif, an industry standard, the way they promote shit, whatever annoys us, I want us to like, or the fans, like I want y'all to be able to, the people that's watching this, I want y'all to be able to send in shit like, can y'all speak about this? I've noticed this, or whatever. So we want way more engagement because, we have about, 10 to 20 people that'll watch live, but then we'll have like 200 or 300 people watch it on the rerun, and so that's a lot of people watching. You see what I'm saying? So I want y'all to be able to feel more involved and be in the conversation. As we try to switch up how we going about each episode.
Good idea. So that being said, everybody leave your comments in the comment section, your thoughts, or you can hit us up on Twitter or whatever. Just let us know. We'll take any feedback you might have, any thoughts. We do have a Movie Guys Discord. So I think a good idea for us to maybe in the future would also be to do community movie like watch parties. So if you want to join in, or if you just want to talk movies, there's a movie channel there. You guys can talk movies, spoilers. I put the Discord link in the chat. Go ahead and join the Movie Guys Discord. But yeah, man. Other than that, that's all I had this week. Did y'all want to add anything before we get up out of here?
I'm gonna try to do the timestamps. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to our pod, but
I've been taking notes. I got some rough
okay.
timestamps.
It's hard because when you live, it's like it works backwards when you rewind it. Like it'll be like -hour 40, type shit. But yeah, we're gonna try to get that as well for y'all in the description, so y'all can kind of. There might be a movie y'all don't give a fuck about. You don't want to sit through a 40-minute convo on that.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about Talk to Me a little bit, but I know we like finna get out of here because it's late as fuck and y'all got shit to do. But what you call that? Because Ali said something about the character being dumb in the movie, like her just doing stupid shit. And this is gonna be a spoiler, by the way. So I feel like it was a lot of like what she like saw that her mom was like actually in the spirit world. That kind of like fucked with her brain, and like it kind of grabs like the other world for her to like, you know, like, okay, I have like something to do. I want to talk to my mom. Not only that, later in the movie, I feel like those ghosts or whatever the spirits were gaslighting her. Like when they showed the nigga like getting fucking.
You spoiling the whole plot. Hold on, you spoiling the whole plot.
This shit, bro.
Bro, I told you it's a spoiler, nigga. Like,
Okay. We're gonna have to wait till we're gonna talk about this off the air because you telling the whole like goddamn pseudo story into it. Like that, like that's part of the discovery as you watching it, you kind of discover that as you listen. Like what? Like you're supposed to peep that.
I got you. I'm gonna be quiet.
But no, I noticed what the scene that you're talking about. I specifically remember that going like, oh, okay, I think I see what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't obvious. It wasn't obvious.
But yeah.
But I think that's all I got for this episode, man.
All right, well, y'all can go ahead and get y'all outros, man.
McChickens have gone up $1 and some cents. I think this is a blasphemy. Travesty, take me back. Take me back to when there was $1.50.
Yeah, speaking of that, gas is high. I think they went up on the price of hot dogs and ices. Because 2 hot dogs and icy is like $23.
Bro,
it's unacceptable.
AMC,
so,
the icy was like $7.40, bro. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. They went up on prices.
$7 for icy is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, they just give us a cup. They just give us a cup at our AMC.
Well, I will say though, the icy.
Yeah, we get free refills.
Nigga, I got multiple refills. They don't get no fucks. But $7 though.
I mean, if you get refills, that's not bad. Though. You can get a whole refill. If you run out in the movie, go get some more on the way out.
But I never get a refill. Like I leave my cup in the seat.
My speaking of that, you dirty as hell, nigga. You dirty as hell and lazy. When you leave in the theater, take your fucking cup and throw it away, nigga. What's wrong with you?
Nigga, that's what they got. That's what they work. That's what their job is. To clean the theater after you leave. What the hell?
Cleaned up after yourself. Goddamn.
Their job is to
that's what their fucking job is. That's what their fucking job is.
You want them to earn that check, nigga? Come on.
Their job is to clean up the popcorn and shit that y'all drop on the floor. It's not to pick up your trash.
Okay, and what's the icy cup gonna do to him?
You know what?
Thank you.
Crazy because
you a lazy motherfucker.
Worked in fast food.
Thank you.
You worked in fast food. I know if a nigga just put all his food on the floor.
I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen.
Buttering up bread and shit, making.
Yeah, frying
green shit. What is that green shit? Is that watermelon or what the fuck is that? The flavor of the icy.
It's green apple. Green apple is fire.
Oh, it's green apple. It's fucking fire, bro. It's so good.
All right, but yeah, let me do my outro right quick. It's your boy Son Guy Switch or Sus Guy because these niggas changed my name. Great episode today. I like the discussions that we had. You know, I obviously I'm the original movie nigga, so like, you know, that if you hear that, it came from me, bro. So yeah.
LOL.
Like you mean like adult movies? Like
I'm a movie nigga, bro.
We movie guys, he a movie nigga.
Adult movie guy.
Exactly.
Hey, the movie guys family tree is ever expanded, man. Every week we see a new race of movie person pop up.
It is getting diluted though.
Right, yeah, but no, time I appreciate you for having me as a guest. Thank you.
Yes,
I really much thanks, my nigga. But yeah.
We do charity every now and then.
You the charity, bro.
The fact that y'all twins fighting is so funny to me.
They evil twins.
Y'all looking like y'all weigh the same.
Hey man, if you come down here, Son Guy, we're gonna go see a movie together.
I love that.
Not an adult movie.
What?
Oh my God, this nigga.
They gonna hold hands.
Facts.
Yeah, we could do that. We could arrange it.
Yeah,
he took your whole review swag too.
You see, he tried to, huh? He tried to. I don't sound like I'm reading. I don't sound like I'm.
I will say, when Son Guy used them big words, it sound better.
Well, guess
surprisingly
what?
good. Surprisingly good.
Well, guess what? Guess what, nigga? Jack food. Guess what? Jack came on here and outdid you, nigga. How about that, nigga? Jack a better movie reviewer than you, nigga.
Jack's 40 years old and he been on the podcast for 15 years. So I would expect him to do better than me. Yeah.
Why you throw 8 more years on that nigga?
Right, his old ass trying to come on here and try to tell me how to do a synopsis, nigga.
The song, how the song go?
Nigga, I ain't never used the word synopsis in my life, nigga. He on here. Give a synopsis of Gran Turismo, nigga.
No, I will say Jack is right. Jack is right. We can't just be going into movie
mean,
reviews. You got to give a short synopsis. He right.
I guess.
But yeah, man.
Construction criticism.
Yeah, a lot of criticism. Tyrek, you want to get a quick outro, man?
His love for corn dogs, nigga.
Good podcast. I'm gonna watch the last Voyage Demeter tomorrow. Hope it's good. It might be ass. I'm hoping it's good.
Wait, that's a Dracula movie, right?
Yeah, it's
they come out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, come out tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna go see it tomorrow as well.
Watch it at 5:00 tomorrow. So next time we have a podcast, if we're doing a review, I have a review for it. If I'm only gonna watch, well, Alex is gonna watch it.
If it's Adobe, I might. If it's Adobe, I might go.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, that's whack.
The only thing I hate, bro, the theater they got in this little town I'm in, bro, it got the old school seats, nigga. I'm so.
Are you in Phoenix or?
I'm in Prescott Valley, bro, and they got the one theater they have in this fucking city is still got the old cloth seats where you gotta flip that bitch down, and if you move a little bit, it'll close you like a sandwich. Like,
oh, you near a damn reservation? I know where it's at. Where you're at too.
You don't even get reservations in this bitch. You just walk in there and grab a seat.
You're there, what?
Oh, your shit don't got reserved seat?
Nigga, the one that I met, bro, you buy a ticket and you walk in there and say, where can I sit?
Oh wow, so you can't use the app like you said everybody does.
That's old school. What the hell?
Nah, I can't.
So it's not a it's not a chain.
It's like I don't know if it's a chain. It's called a Harkins Theater. Is that a chain?
That's a local.
Nah, so that would be
local ass movie theater, bro.
No. Well, I'm saying you're near a Native American reservation. I know exactly where you at too. That's funny.
You been over here?
There's like a what's it called? Indian Health Service. There's a outpost out there. So I haven't been out there, but I know where you at because where you Harkins. Someone told me about that years ago, and that's like the middle. That's not the middle of nowhere, but it's pretty close to me.
Yeah. The view is beautiful. There's a bunch of mountains all around me, but movie going experience.
Yeah, I seen that, Kyle. I seen you post a picture of Jack.
Oh my god!
LOL.
Talking about some lone wolf. Funny guy.
Fire.
Be funny. All right.
Alex, did you give your outro, Alex?
Yeah, McChickens are way too high. Let's bring it back down.
All right. Redpeg, you good?
Gas is high. AMC need to drop the price of hot dogs. It should be $5.
Are we doing all the same outros?
Well, see, I don't think these were outro. I think these were just niggas was just talking. But let's get the fuck up out of here, man. Yeah, it's late, man.
Tacos are too high. They need to bring the prices down.
All right, bet.
Yeah, one time gotta go stress eat.
Oh my god,
it's time for them to.
How'd you know? So actually,
I can tell.
I think, like I said, we're gonna talk behind the scenes and figure it out. But I think we might try to do this bi-weekly. So we might see y'all not next week, but the week after with a specialized topic. Yeah. So thanks for everybody watching. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Like I said, if you want to hop in the Movie Guys Discord, the link is in the chat. Just hop in and join, bro. And we'll catch up with y'all later, man. Peace.
Donate to my flip side. Donate to my Steam account.
Oh yeah. Real quick,
y'all see that comment?
Before I end it.
Okay.
Tyrek is the newly christened PC terrorist. If you want to gift him a game on Steam, go ahead and gift him a game on Steam so he can test his rig.
Pause.
That means you, Rock. That means
What's your gamer tag? Allah.